If I'm sitting like this,
Where do we
maybe
come
bunch
from?
over here a little bit. I'm
And
pretty
where
much
are we going?
centralized here, yeah. Okay, so the quest in question is not that one. It's this one. A Space and Time for You, Chapter 5, Act 6. The key that unlocks fate. And oh boy, have I been waiting for this quest for a while. A very long while. After the Dainsleif quest last year, it has been very interesting to see where this is going to go. So let's go over to the Collect the Plenty with my new skirt team, because she's the new recent character that came out and all that. And let's see what we got going on. Also, is audio and picture quality okay, guys? Because I am technically playing in HDR, so I don't know if I'd affect the stream at all. Not that it should have, but you never know. You never know. But if there's any issues come up, just let me know right away, and I'll try and fix it as soon as possible, okay? Thank you. Alright, Ian, Sam, what's up?
Oh, Tumani and Paimon. Fancy that.
I forgot her name's Tumani, yeah.
You two here.
Oh, hey, Kochi-san. What are you doing here all by yourself?
But, like I said, if there's any issues, guys, just let us know immediately, and we'll fix it, okay?
Paimon didn't come here to train.
Oh yeah, your voice is different now.
Paimon's not looking to sign up for any diet plan or
It's so much better.
bodybuilding
It's so much
class
better
right
than that
now.
high-pitched stuff that we had before. So much better.
All right.
Honestly, though.
Got it.
It's actually
But
bearable now.
seriously, what do you take me
I
for?
got used to it over
Some
the years,
coach from
but
hell?
after hearing it
I'd
for the
never
first
force
time,
a student into something they didn't want to
it's
do.
90.
That being said, a little aerobic exercise would probably do you some good. You could take over my patrol for a while. That would count. Yeah. All jokes aside, you're
what I'm
right.
thinking of doing, by the
I'm
way,
looking for some
is
help. The
if we
Collective
can
of
play this
Plenty is
quest
holding a
pretty
bodybuilding
quickly, I'll
competition
also
soon.
throw
And
in
so
a little
many
thing a little bit
people have
extra
been
that I would
busy
normally do as
squeezing
part
in
of the
their
stream.
last-minute workouts
We
that
might
we
also
run
do the
out of
skirt
staff
story
for
quest as
patrols.
part of the stream too. I'm not sure yet on that, but we'll see, okay?
So you've stepped in to cover
Like a little
their
bonus
work.
thing, you know?
But don't
So we
you
usually
have
do the
a
Archon
workout
quest.
to do too?
I'm good. For one thing, I believe peak conditioning can only be achieved through consistent training over a long time span.
Also,
Cramming in a workout at the
Sander, the
last
audio,
minute
the
does
visual
next
quality,
to
by the way,
nothing
okay?
for
I know the
you.
audio quality's fine. It's a
But
visual
more
fine, yeah?
pertinently,
On your end?
well, as you can probably imagine, I'm not able to compete in any of the most popular weight classes. And there's no real competition in my own weight class.
Yep.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It's fine. Alright, thanks. Appreciate it.
Oh no! Don't look at Paimon like that. We are not the same
Then
weight
that
class.
linked immediately,
and no
yeah,
way
same here, I
is
do.
Paimon
Same here.
competing against you.
I think that's just the Collective of Plenty theme, isn't it?
Traveler, let's
Oh,
just
that's
go
from
with
the Payback
patrol,
chapter,
alright?
you're right.
Otherwise,
And funny
Payback
enough, look who
will
we're
make
talking
Paimon
to.
enter a bodybuilding competition.
You're referencing that as we're talking to the character who's on the Payback chapter storyline for Natalie. That's kind of ironic. But no, you're right, it is.
Perfect. I managed to get you on board with just one look. Thank you both. It should be pretty routine. Just keep your eyes peeled and make sure nothing strange is going on in the area. That'll free me up
about
to
that.
check the other section. Let's meet back at the settlement.
Something
when we're
tells
both
me
done.
that's not going to last for long.
Sure thing. Just leave it to us. We're experts at strolling and patrolling. Don't you worry.
Probably the difference of Paimon's for you now, actually is. Like, actually though, what the hell?
Annihilate.
I literally oh wait, it's not like a constant hover. Okay, that's maybe not the best thing for exploration then. I want to use skirt, but I still want to use the Natling cards to get around quicker, so I don't know what would be the best option here, to be completely honest. Don't know. I mean, it's only a 2-hour quest. I think just climbing up here should be okay, not 10. A good thing I'm not playing Breath of the Wild with the rain here, as I'd be slipping down this. Yeah, I'm aware, Xander. I'm aware it's a little less than 3 hours. So that's what I'm saying. If we do this quest kind of quick, I might just throw that in at the extra, you know.
What's this? Was there always a cave
Nope.
here?
Certainly wasn't.
We should go take... Hey, there's a hilichurl here.
Sure is.
Is it sleeping? Doesn't look very hostile. Why is it hiding away here?
Good question.
Ah! You woke it up! Huh? It ran away! Yes, our reputation in that land is more fearsome than we thought. Even hilichurls don't want to mess with us now.
Probably on the ground, apparently. Some sort of
Mean
bat.
that shiny thing?
Oh, that thing, yeah.
Must have dropped it as it ran off.
Isn't that device like oddly similar to the device that we used in the last quest to contact Alice, right? Not the same thing I know, but it looks oddly similar to something like that.
Huh. Paimon bets that Hilichurl thought it was a priceless treasure. It was probably planning to hide it here for safekeeping. Until we showed up.
Apparently, yeah.
Paimon, take a look. Hilichurls aren't the brightest, so...
Oh, is that
they may
maybe a
not be worth
device to
much,
be able to
but
time travel?
still- What is it? You look so serious all of a sudden.
It does.
Isn't this just a regular old key? The style is unusual, though. Doesn't look Natlanese. Where do you think it's from?
Let me get a closer look at this. This key to the hibernation chamber on the spaceship. Are they talking about the spaceship where they came to this world from? Is that what they're talking about? Because that's insane. That's an insane lore. That's an insane lore dump right in the first 5 minutes of the quest. What the fuck? Excuse me?
What do you mean? What hibernation chamber? What spaceship? Wait. You mean
Yeah,
the
that one.
spaceship? The one that
Yes.
brought you to Tibet? So, how did that key show up here? Are you sure you didn't just drop it?
No, it's all off mine. I've always made sure to keep it safe and sound, which would mean that it's a bit ethers.
Whoa! Yeah! These look identical! So, if one of them's yours, does that mean the other one is...
Yep.
Knew it! Huh! The keys to a spaceship! Huh! Somehow that really rams home the fact that you really are an actual alien. Oh, wait, no. Descender.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, now we know where it came from. The question is, how did it get here?
Probably because Ether was in Natlan.
The simplest explanation is that your brother lost his key somewhere not far from here. Then that Hilichurl found it and ducked into the nearest cave to hide.
Or it could be a bait for us to go and pick it up, and then Ether's just gonna pop out of fucking a rift and just say hi again like he's done for the last 4 years. Or Dainsleif doing that, in fact.
If that's true, it means your brother was here recently.
And by extension, the Abyss Order, correct.
Yeah. Man, this is so crazy. We only agreed to help with the Anson's patrol on a
Yeah.
whim. And now, we've made this
Yep.
bombshell discovery.
We knew
by
that. We knew that's where
huge
this is
lead on
gonna
your
go.
brother.
There's no way it's gonna be a casual stroll.
Should we keep following this trail while it's hot? Or do you think we should check back in with the Anson?
Yeah. The first thing I thought of when she said that line under was a meme. You keep doing with the hot and cold thing.
Ah, there you are. Looks like you went the extra mile today. Thanks for being so diligent.
Oh, hey, Eon-san, what's up? Didn't think we'd see you again till we headed back to the settlement. We were actually just about to go meet up with you. We've made a huge discovery today.
I came here to let you know that you don't need to keep patrolling anymore. The bodybuilding competition has just been cancelled, so the usual squad will be resuming their normal
see.
duties. They'll be here to take over shortly.
Wait, canceled? Why? What happened?
The Abyss Order attacked.
Yep, there is.
Huh?
And the Ether is on the move again, yep. And we speak with him in person this time, I have to.
I've heard of the Abyss Order, but this is the first time I've known them to take organized action on
Also,
such a
let's not
large
forget
scale.
the whole conversation Ether and Lamine had last year, because it was in a space that no longer exists. The memories from what they call it that time actually don't exist. So this would technically be the first time they would be talking face to face for quite a long time, as far as I'm aware.
It's like they're preparing to go to war against our entire nation.
Ah, are we actually finally getting to the whole point of the Nation of War? Are we finally doing the point of this, what they call it, nation? Because I'll be honest, it didn't feel like the Nation of War. I'll be honest, it just didn't. Not compared to, like, what's been going on with Starville, is what I will say. So, yeah. Like, obviously, we were at war against the, of the whole, like, Night Kingdom stuff, but, like, you know what I mean, like in terms of going to war, like, it wasn't like a full-on invasion, right? We kind of had that in Act 4, a little bit at the end of Act 4, but other than that, it basically wasn't like that at all.
One little sect versus the entire nation of war? How are they expecting to pull that off? Based on everything we've seen from them so far, they usually prefer to act in the shadows. So,
It's definitely going to take me a bit of time to get readjusted to this voice of Paimon. I'm not used to it. It's not a bad thing, by the way, I'm just not used to it.
All we know is that they've attacked our tribe. but that doesn't tell us much. Our
Okay.
defenses are holding strong so far.
And by
So I'm
attacking
gonna head
Natlan
to the
tribes is
stadium of
probably
the
how
Sacred Flame
they
and see what
tie
Malika knows.
this
If
to
there's
the
any
Natlan
information
side
out
of
there,
things. Okay.
she's the one
So
people
this is why
report
this is
to.
the Natlan Archon quest,
Oh,
and not
want
just
to come
another
with me?
nation.
I'm sure everyone will feel better knowing that the hero of Natlan is on the case.
I can provide some information on the Abyss Order, yeah.
Great. Then let's head over together.
Okay. Chapter 5, Act 6, Space and Time for You. Why do I feel it's about to blow my mind? If we got keys to the local spaceship already, like, this is going to be crazy. We're already going to the speaker's chamber in the Stadium of the Sacred Flame already. Jesus Christ. Why do I feel this is about to go insanely quickly, this quest? Which is the vibe I get. Guess we'll see. We'll see what happens. But boy, am I,
Malika!
anticipating what's going to happen here.
Oh? Ah, great timing, Ian-san. I was just about to send someone for you. And it's good to see the travelers with you.
How are things looking? What's the latest word from the messengers?
Who are the messengers?
The Abyss Order has been spotted near several tribes at the same time.
Convenient.
Clearly, this is a coordinated strike. Also, their numbers are much higher than expected. Their organization appears to have grown considerably, but because they're usually so secretive, this is the first we're learning of it.
Okay.
It sounds like they're throwing everything they have at us. What are they trying to achieve?
That's what I'd like to know as well. Historically, Natlan has not been a
Something
hotbed
tells
of
me it's
Abyss
something to do with
Order activity.
Natlan's ley line
We have
system.
no particular quarrel with them.
Because this nation in particular has got that little connection with the ley lines, don't they? So,
Could it be revenge, perhaps? Would they want to get back at us for our recent victory over the Abyss?
Oh, seems unlikely. But then again, Paimon wouldn't put anything past the Abyss Order.
It's too early to say anything definite. For the time being, we should continue monitoring the situation.
How are the battles going? Not too many casualties, hopefully.
Well, even if they're committing all their forces to the fight, they're in for a tough time. Our brave warriors have just emerged victorious from an all-out fight against the Abyss
yeah,
itself.
correct.
Yep. We have a whole nation's worth of seasoned veterans fighting for us.
Compared to the true Abyss, the Abyss Order poses a far smaller threat.
Yeah, that's fair.
They cannot endlessly replenish their forces for starters.
That's true.
However, this is still a war. So we must give it our all and do our utmost to minimize casualties. The tribes are organizing their defenses as we speak. Traveler, this is one war that Natlan can handle on its own. If you wish to stay out of it, you'll be safe here at the stadium with me.
We all know that's boring, so no. No, this one is personal for me, yep.
Oh? In what way?
Current leader of the Abyss Order is my brother. Mm-hmm.
Yep, that's how it is.
I see. My goodness, that is very personal indeed. If you don't mind me asking, do you have any idea what his goal could be?
That's what I want to know as well.
Safe to say, they're not exactly on the best terms at the moment. Ever since Paimon met the Traveler, she's been trying to track her brother down and get some answers. But he's been avoiding her.
I see. So you two have fallen out. Huh. A pretty common occurrence between siblings.
Also, yeah, Benny, I know. I can't deal with this heat today. That's the reason why the stream got delayed. Bro. Like, honestly, I had to work through that today on all, like, blacked out gear. So, obviously, like, it's going to absorb the heat rather than repel it. It was... Hey, like, 10, 15 years ago when I was a pupil of that skill that I work at now, like, legitimately, like, you're lucky I hit 20 degrees and it was 28 degrees today. Holy shit. Like, 20 degrees would be, like, you'd be lucky I hit that in the middle of the summer, never mind. We're not even in July yet, and it hit 28 today. Like, Jesus Christ, you know? How you doing, man? This is gonna be a short quest, 2-hour quest, but in terms of quest, Benny, this is like the big, like, end game. Like, ever since this game started back in 2020, it's always like a quest every year that kind of hints to the finale end game of this thing eventually, and the storyline ends. Probably about 2.5 years, I reckon, from now. And yeah, we've got the big, like, end game, like, related to our short quest relating to that here. So it's gonna be quite a quick one today. It's only getting worse tomorrow. Well, actually, here it's actually, at least up Scotland, it's turning it down a bit. It's going from 28 to 23. Starting to cool down tomorrow for us, but yeah, In England, it might be hotter tomorrow. I don't know yet.
Well, yeah, that may be. But the stakes are a little higher where these two are involved.
They certainly are. Although somehow it doesn't surprise me that a spat between the Traveler and Twin could affect the fate of the entire world.
Yep.
Just so I'm clear, you're still on Natlan's side, and you have no idea what your sibling is after. Is that right? Well, that's a relief. When you first mentioned your sibling, I was worried we were about to be thrust into an impossible position. Our reports say that the Abyss Order has focused most of their efforts against the Masters of the Nightwind.
So, Sitlali's tribe.
If you don't plan on staying here with me, I'd recommend going there to lend them a hand.
That's great.
I'll join you. Right now, the Collective of Plenty isn't facing a serious threat, so we should support the other tribes.
Many thanks, you two. Anything you need, send word to me right away.
Say less. It's like I heard going to the 30s here. Yeah, I think in Manchester, maybe like 32 tomorrow from what I heard. So, yeah, good luck with that one. That's all I'm saying. But I'm very, very busy tomorrow. So that's the only reason why I'm not streaming tomorrow. Cause I've got something, a major event going on in town. Only happens once a year. Tomorrow, and I have to attend it. So, yeah. We'll be after today's stream. We'll be back on Sunday with Mario Kart World online races. But I was going to be completely transparent with you. I don't see myself streaming that long term. Because the pros can't even get to 10,000 VR right now. I'm already sitting about 7,900 VR right now from the one time that I played it before. So once if I ever hit 9,000 VR, I think that'll be me done chasing VR until they change the whole system around, because it's actually impossible to game VR in that game because of how just unbalanced the game is right now, and the whole like thing where like the VR system just really bad. Like you get 30 points for winning in a really high skill lobby in first place, but then you can lose like 300 points from becoming last. Like it's just not balanced, man. You know what I mean? So there's no way to continuously game VR. So other than getting to 9,000 VR, which I think is possible for me, which seems where most of the pros are sitting around like 800 to like 9,300 at the minute. Some of the Japanese play like 95, 9,600 though. Other than getting to 9,000, I don't see there being much of a point in me playing online races, unless it's specifically to do with like friend lobbies. Then I'll do that then. But other than that, I don't really see myself playing that. I might go back to 8 Deluxe if I'm being honest. Long term.
Look, it's Hilali.
Who is?
Huh. I wasn't expecting to see you here. Are you here to reinforce us?
How are things looking? Mawika told us to come here.
Oh, the situation must be pretty dire if it's managed to get Sitlali out of the house.
That is a roast. Goddamn.
Dire? No, I wouldn't go that far. It's mostly just irritating.
Yeah, Benny, no, I get what you're saying.
I heard we're being hit the hardest out of all the tribes.
I
What are
am
they
also
trying to
recording this for
imply?
VOD. I'll eventually go on
You just think
YouTube, so I'm
we're
trying not to
pushovers
talk
or
too much in the
something?
cutscenes, by the way, just as a heads up. So I can see your chat. I acknowledge it. I'm acknowledging it, but I'm paying
The
attention
more
to the
I
quest as
thought
well,
about
Benny,
it,
if
the
that's okay.
angrier I got. I couldn't exactly concentrate on my novel
I'll
after
read it
that,
in between the
so-
cutscene parts if that's cool.
Well, here I am.
So, that's how they earned the ire of Granny Eatsley, huh?
Yep.
They call themselves the Abyss Order, yes?
Yep, they sure do.
Ugh, so tasteless. It's exactly the kind of two-dimensional name a clueless writer picks because they don't trust the rest of their writing to persuade the reader of who the real villains are.
Hey,
Interesting.
she's saying your brother has poor taste.
Wait, what? Are you saying her brother is a member of the Abyss Order?
You are correct.
I only said that because I was mad. But maybe I went too far?
Hey, let's save the chat for later. We've got some enemies
Yeah,
incoming.
Abyss mages. Okay.
Good.
Water
I
and
much needed
electro.
chance
Oh,
to
type my
vent my
clap with a skarka,
frustration.
right?
And not a moment too soon.
Yeah, you already
Things were
seen
getting
some
awkward
gameplay
there.
of Benny of the new
Luckily,
character Skark,
I'll
who's
never have to find out just how
in
badly
terms
the
of
rest
the
of that
lore of this game, one of the
conversation was
most
gonna
powerful,
go.
not the most powerful, but one of the most powerful characters to exist in the universe of this world.
You
So
didn't have to say that last part out loud,
just watch
Sitlali.
this.
Anyway,
I'm gonna use the burst setup, I think, for this. Even though I don't have Mona in the team right now, so do that. Set Farina up. Escopia burst.
Pinnacle of excellence!
Skill.
A little elusive.
Farina ult. Yeah. Shenha.
Ordnance divine.
Bop. Bop.
Extinguished.
I didn't get the burst version. Okay, I didn't get the burst version, and they all just died immediately anyway.
Much better. That's
I
more
think there's
like
too
it.
much damage in the story to the point where like you don't even get to see the cool like ultimate animation or nothing like that. I'll try and do it next time if there's an opportunity.
Oh, impressive work, Granny Eatsley. If I'd known you were on the case already, I might have reconsidered whether your tribe really needed reinforcements.
If anyone should be reconsidering, it's the Abyss Order. They picked the wrong target this time.
Experience says that if we head in the direction they were attacking from, we should find their stronghold. Why don't we press our advantage and destroy their base? They won't know what hit them.
Hey, was there a battle here just now? Need any help?
Nah. My Farina and Scorpia literally just defeats them all without me even having to play the game because they attack all field. So nah, we're good.
The warriors from the
I wish I was lying about that. I'm not. Literally, I switch them in, press the skill button, swap out, and then the little companion minion summons do all the damage for me, and they just instantly die. And it's just like,
The battle against the Abyss is still fresh on our minds, so everyone's used to working together.
well, I know an easy way to get to top 4 in Knockout, Benny. Literally, you know, if you just bag in every single section and just get a golden mushroom and a bullet bill, because obviously the deleting only affects people ahead of you now. Yeah, you basically, I actually literally showed on stream, I almost like qualified every single time bagging. The only time I wouldn't bag, I would bag every gate until it says, you know, when you get to the final 8, that's when I think you should start playing properly because there's not as many people in the race left and there's less chaos. But if you bag from 24 players down to the top 8, you'll make it every single time with golden mushrooms and bullet bills easily. And then you just play properly in the top 8, and then if you've got the skills that you said you do, there you go. There's like a top 2, top 3 finish every time.
Well, morale's high and everyone's here. Let's
Alright.
go take down that stronghold.
Sorry about the little break in the quest there, just had to explain that for people in chat. At least you can see the chat on screen, guys. So yeah. Alright, let's actually show skirt gameplay. You ready, Benny? Okay, do that. And then we're gonna hold this. And then burst. There we go. That's what I want to show off. And they all just died, yep. That's more like it. That's what I was wanting to show off. Let's show off the normal attack. Okay, dark light candlesticks created by believers in the abyss and chaos will constantly absorb nearby characters' energy and convert it to void words. Destroy these words as quickly as possible to retrieve the converted elemental energy, say less.
What is that thing? It's like it's draining the strength right from my body. Find a way to destroy it.
Let's see, okay. So just elemental hits. Okay, we can deal with this. But just do the normal attack combo. Yep, hang on. Thank God, Skirk is just so fun to play, I swear to God.
Warriors, attack! After them!
She actually has such an unbelievably fun playstyle, she really does. She's busted. The thing probably was some rounds our AR trying to get here, bro. Yeah, literally. Yeah, no, that's fair, Benny. Like I say, I would play my usual, like, you know, front running strategy, but since the game literally decentralizes you from doing that playstyle right now, I'm having to bag to keep up with stuff because the game just doesn't support a front running playstyle right now. I would love to play like I already did 8 Deluxe, the game literally just doesn't really support that. You know what I'm saying? So that's the only reason for that, really. Also, even though you're just normal attacking skill, you do a lot of elemental damage to that shield. Jesus Christ, that was a lot. Compared to most people doing elemental application, that was crazy scary. Fair play.
This stronghold is neutralized. Good work, everyone.
Huh. The Abyss Order's all bark and no bite.
Until he for sure up.
To be honest, this was anticlimactic. I was hoping for a personal apology at the very least. And ideally, a whole speech acknowledging the superior might of the Masters of the Nightwind. Well, whatever. I'll just have to make up for it with some extra wine at the victory feast.
With the stronghold cleared, this area should be safe for the time being. But still, something tells me we can't afford to let our guard down yet.
Probably right, yeah.
Maybe it's just me. But an enemy under siege normally defends their stronghold at all costs. The fighting gets more and more intense right till the bitter end. But this time was different. With a few exceptions, most of the enemies here gave up and fled the moment that... well, I don't know, but it seemed like they sensed something.
Huh? Not sure I follow. They did a tactical retreat, that's all. It's just a different strategy.
I'm not convinced. Don't forget, they're radicals who chose to wage war on an entire nation. They don't do things in half measures. It seems out of character to cut their losses and run like that.
So you're saying there's more to this than meets the eye?
Probably, yeah.
I'm saying we don't know enough to be sure of anything at this stage. So let's stay alert and keep our defenses at the ready.
We're not wise as to the Abyss Order's objective. Back to square one. I can only get Ether to talk to me. I could get answers for all of us. That key is our only lead so far, yep.
Paimon had a hunch you might say that, but you're right. If we can somehow use that key to track down your sibling, maybe we can end this war before things get serious. And maybe you
Also,
can
for any
finally
of you
get some
guys in
answers.
chat who don't play Genshin who haven't seen this game in about 4 or 5 years, there's been a recent new Paimon VA switch, like voice actor, so if she sounds different, you're not imagining that. But this quiz is the first quiz with the change, so this is a completely new VA.
Wait, you're leaving? But I was still debating whether to invite you to the first victory feast.
Go ahead, you two. See, Lolly and I will take care of things here.
Say less. Also, in terms of Natlin, by the way, that girl with the purple hair, called Sit Lally, she's actually my favorite character from the nation, from this year's nation, by far. Her design, her character personality, even kit, like in terms of playstyle, I really, really like it. So I need to go up there. See, this is the point where I would definitely just, get Skirk and then, not Skirk, get Malwika and just fly up there pretty much, but I want to use Skirk today, so
leaves and earth.
I'm able to do that.
A day like this calls for Plui Lotus fish soup.
Yeah. But before she used to be really high pitched, Benny, but now, it's like, yeah, it actually feels like like you can put up with the voice now, you know? It still fits the character and stuff, but it doesn't feel as obnoxious as it once was. I just got used to it over time because of the whole, like, playing it since I played it since day one. Then it came out in September of 2020, but yeah, it's nice to get an improvement,
And we're back where we started. That Hilichurl probably found the key nearby, right?
Yep.
Let's look around for clues. There's no time to waste. The Ansan and St. Lally are waiting for us.
Yep. Okay. Why are we getting a pan? Oh, that's why.
We've scoured the entire area, but still nothing. How the heck did the key end up in that Hilichurl's
Why do I feel like
hand?
Dainsleif is gonna just conveniently pop up then?
Are we supposed to believe that it just fell out of your brother's pocket as he passed by? Seems kind of ludicrous to lose something so important in such a dumb way. But then
Look at the
again,
pan on the
who
camera.
knows? Sometimes in life, things just go missing, and that's that.
Oh, this character, yeah.
Thank goodness.
You're meant-
Someone's here.
Yeah.
Please help me.
Yeah, this character is meant to be part of the quest. I've never seen this character in my life. Well, you're meant to be quite an important character, but I don't know who you are, so... Probably based on the clothing alone, very Roman Empire-like designed. Very much like to be someone from Canria. Which, if that's the case, that's endgame in this game, so yeah.
Who are you? What happened?
Yeah, she knows who she is. Yeah, I can tell. She's like, you're the sibling's brother, yeah?
No, now isn't the time.
She knows answers. She knows what we want to know. Guaranteed.
Please, you've got to help me. I'm being chased by monsters and I can't keep running. Can you do something?
Where are the monsters you speak of?
Yeah, where are they? Paimon doesn't see any monsters behind you.
Huh? I'm sorry, I don't quite understand. They're almost here. This really isn't the time to be joking around.
But we actually can't see them though.
We're not. We're completely serious. We don't see any monsters.
But how? Ugh, there's no time. They're coming. We gotta run.
Who do you intend to run to?
What's wrong with that girl? She must be seeing things. Oh no! It looks like something really hit her. Maybe she was right. Quick, let's see if she's okay. What's wrong? Are you hurt? What was that?
The monsters! They're right there! You need to get out of here. It's too dangerous.
Let me help you up first. Rift Hounds, okay. Suddenly I can see them. Yeah, it's a bit weird.
Oh, now you finally see them. Well, it's about time. I nearly kicked the bucket just now. Great! Thank you, Savior.
Savior?
That can be a stalking. That's definitely can be a lore. That tells me that... Yeah. What's this telling me? The other twin must have been in Canria prior to our start of our adventure. Yeah. Okay, well, let's just set this up. So, ding, 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 and you're all just dead. Alright, bye-bye. Lol. Yep. Short gameplay be like.
You done? Paimon still can't see anything, so she can't tell. You just looked like you were slicing at thin air. Kinda funny,
Literally.
actually.
With Skirk, you are basically.
Oh, really?
Apparently, yeah. Hey, one more time. Let's check that I got all the monsters.
Sure.
What's wrong?
It's nothing. It's okay. I can see they're all gone now. No need for you to check. I didn't think much of it when the monsters were breathing down our necks, but now that I've calmed down, holding hands with you like this, I'm just a little shy, that's all.
Huh? Have you never shaken hands with someone before? You sure get flustered easily.
Well, anyway, I haven't had the chance to introduce myself yet. I'm Deirdith.
Deirdith.
Thanks for saving me just now.
I don't recognize that name
really
at all.
grateful for your help.
Like I say, based on the clothing style, it's got to be something from Canria. Deirdith. Okay. I'll keep that name in the back of my head. It might be useful later on to know about that.
No worries. Paimon's Paimon, and this is the Traveler.
Yep.
With her around. So, what was the deal with those
Your guess is as good as mine. I could see them the whole time, so when you said you couldn't, I thought you were making fun of me.
Whoa! That must have been scary. The idea that we'd stand by and laugh while some poor girl was being hunted down by monsters? Don't worry. We aren't like that. When we say we can't see something, it's because we really can't see it. But more importantly, did the monsters hurt you? How bad is it?
It's nothing serious. But I did sprain my ankle back there. I won't be doing any more running for a while.
The cave nearby. Why don't we rest it for now, yeah?
Good idea. We'll take you.
Okay, so my question is, how did the likes of Dainsleif and Eva come into play here in this quest? We've seen nothing to do that
Thank
yet.
you so much. Despite
like
getting
you
injured,
at the start of the
I
quest,
still
you know?
feel much safer with you around. I'm gonna stay here until I heal
This
up.
quest, if you guys don't know, is
Don't
maybe a
wanna risk
flat
running
2
into any
hours.
more monsters.
And we're already been live for 42 minutes, so including the starting soon screen, we're probably about just over a half hour in.
Yeah.
So 1/4 into the
You
quest.
took a big enough risk coming out here all on your own. So,
If she says
where are you
Canria,
from, Deirdre?
A small village, far away from here. I walked for what seemed like forever and lost my way, so yeah, I have no idea.
far
where
away
I am
from
anymore.
here. Interesting she doesn't mention a nation or nothing like that.
Maybe all these trials and tribulations are part of the journey. No one said finding the savior is gonna be easy.
That's the second time you called the Traveler a savior. What's all that about?
Oh, sorry. It just slipped out. I was caught off guard. The resemblance is so uncanny.
Oh, probably talking about Aoife then. She's
Anyway,
definitely from Canria
let me
then.
start from the beginning. There was once a sage who passed through my village. People got the sense that she was truly omniscient.
She. Okay, she, not a he.
The sage said that doomsday was coming. But as that day approached, a savior would reveal themselves to us.
A sage. I wonder if I'm talking about the Herxen Circle then. And the savior would be Aoife in this case, okay.
The day of disaster is almost upon us. So my grandmother begged me to leave the village and find the savior before it's too late.
Doomsday?
Possibly Alice. It could be any of the Herxen Circle though.
I've heard people talk about the savior since I was a kid. Growing up, it really made an impression on me. The description is practically etched into my mind. So when I saw your golden hair for the first time, it was like this image that's existed in my mind's eye all these years suddenly came to life. Everything matched.
Oh, so that's why you were lost for words when you first saw her. Well, the Traveler's definitely got what it takes to be a savior, and she's already got a ton of titles, so she won't mind one extra.
Guess that makes sense.
Actually, I don't think it's her.
What? But didn't you say that everything matched?
Yeah, Baron. Yeah, I get what you mean. Don't worry though, honestly, because you're just as blind as I am in this quest, because the only bits that we know are all the regular stories from all the other nations so far. The Dainsleif quest kind of keep teasing something's going to happen in the end game until we actually get there. So we're just as in the dark as you are when it comes to this quest.
Everything except the gender. The savior was described as a young
Yeah,
man.
Aether.
Oh, for goodness sake. There are gender requirements to be a savior? Really?
That's a wild line. That's a wild line, by the way. Oh, that's crazy.
Oh, of course. If it's not you.
Nah,
then
that's
it's
a
gotta
wild
be
statement,
him.
by the way.
Who? Who is it? You have a brother? Well, then that's it. Oh, it's him. It has to be. Oh, thank goodness.
Yep, Xander, literally in it.
Please, can you take me to see him?
Maybe, if you're lucky. It just depends if we can find him.
Huh? But isn't he your brother?
Sorry. Looks like Paimon steered this conversation back to the fallout between you two. It wasn't on purpose, but that's the reality, so it's hard to avoid.
Okay,
Yeah,
fair
Benny.
enough. But since you're looking for him anyway, why don't we team up? We might stand a better chance if we work together.
You always believe that Savior will come?
Yes. Everyone says that the disaster is inevitable.
This cutscene looks awfully familiar to something that happens in Xenoblade 2. Because in Xenoblade 2, it's like a blacked out background, but with the special effects and the flames on screen. That, and then you get the actual backdrop, like air environment, when we got to the DLC later on. This is almost like teasing out a future cutscene, maybe.
That the Savior will rescue us all from our pain and suffering. I've always dreamed of meeting the Savior.
And if you look, Aether's got that white outfit on, yeah, the white glow that we currently don't have. I'm telling you, after we do all 7 nations, obviously, we're this year September, we're to go into the final nation of the game, Chechnaya. Well, at least I'm led to believe so. I don't believe Nordcry is the only thing all year. We're definitely going to Chechnaya at some point. And if that's the case, when we get all the elements done, something's gonna happen for us to get that special like white glow on our outfit.
Do you really buy this whole doomsday thing? Seems kind of far-fetched.
Spoke with conviction. I don't think she's lying. Maybe it's another lie spread by the Abyss Order.
See? She broke eye contact. Sure sign of a guilty conscience. Time to press her for answers. What's wrong, Deirdis? Something's clearly bothering you. You want to tell us what's going through your mind?
Oh, I just... how should I put it? The Traveler looks just like the savior of my dreams. And it's not every day that the savior of your dreams swoops in and saves the day in your moment of crisis. So I'm just a little overwhelmed, that's all. 3 seconds of unbroken eye contact is the limit. I don't think my mind and body can handle any more than that.
What do you mean, limit? What happens after 3 seconds?
Am I supposed to respond to that?
I'm sorry. Please forget that I said anything. Let's just leave it there for now. Like I said, I'm going to hide here until I feel well enough to move again. If you manage to find the Savior in the meantime, please come and let me know. Thank you.
Are you sure you'll be okay here on your own? Do you have enough to eat?
I'll be fine. I might not be much of a fighter, but I know how to stay hidden. And if I get hungry, I'm sure I'll find something around here. Don't worry about that.
All right then. Well, take care. Being on your own isn't easy.
Okay. Another panna.
What a mysterious girl. We should definitely keep an eye on her. But hey, at least she seems to like you. And it sounds like she's gonna help look for your brother when she's healed. Anyway, this is probably all the progress we're gonna make for now. Let's head back to the Masters of the Night Wind and see if they need our help.
Okay. So from what I'm getting at this quest so far, it's kind of like we could have cut out the entirety of this quest except from the 5 minutes where we found that key. Honestly, I might need to progress later into this quest to understand the connection with this new character, but at the moment I just feel that we could have cut literally everything out of this quest and just kept the part in about finding the key to the spaceship, because that's pretty relevant. the story will try to tell about the end game, but everything else seemed
Oh, you're
kind of
back. How
you know.
did it go? Find anything?
Nothing substantial, unfortunately. But we had the weirdest experience.
So I take it that the war's still on?
No progress yet, I'm afraid.
That's okay. I just wasn't sure, because things seemed to be at a standstill while you were gone.
Okay.
Yet this order hasn't attacked us. And since we don't know what they're planning, we haven't made a move either. In a word, it's a stalemate. The guards have been keeping watch around the clock, but for everyone else, you wouldn't even know we're at war.
Sure.
Huh. Really makes you wonder what the Abyss Order's thinking.
I was wondering, Traveler, if you have the time, could you go and pay a visit to the guards?
Okay, I
They've
guess.
been working a pretty demanding schedule. I was gonna go see them myself, but I'm sure they'd appreciate a visit from the greatest hero of our time.
Oh,
Sure.
but you're a great hero too, Ian-san.
Basically, TLDR, Benny, for the Natlan story, we were at war against not the Abyss Order, but the literal Abyss itself, and went to the realm and all of that, and had to face like a big old like battle, and then we end up saving the nation again. So that's TLDR what happened in Natlan. So that's the very, very, very short version of it. Okay, so if you're wondering about the whole like great hero of Natlan thing, that's where that came from.
Great. Thanks, you two.
Since I know you have no idea. Well, I will say, Benny, if you're ever interested in a certain nation's story from start to finish, if you're going to watch one story, watch the Fontaine story. That's the best story we've had in this game so far, and it's not even close. In terms of like every nation so far, Fontaine is by far the best.
Wow.
That wasn't-
Hermione, our
That
hero.
wasn't this. That was
We've
not
actually
this
fought
year's
together
story, but the year
before.
previous.
You
The last
probably
year's.
don't remember it though. You do? Then it's truly an honor to serve alongside you once more.
Thank you for standing guard this whole time.
It's all good. Honestly, it's not been that much work. Haven't heard a peep from the enemy. Nothing that would indicate an impending attack.
Okay.
I've spotted a bunch of Abyss Order operatives, but
Yeah.
they weren't acting hostile, just hanging around. There were even moments when they seemed to be meditating. At least, that's what it looked like to me. Maybe it's part of their religion or something. Out of an abundance of caution, I asked some shamans from the tribe to take a look and see if there was anything nefarious at work.
That's fair.
But they didn't sense anything untoward, so we just put it down to religious ceremony and left them to it.
Okay.
Interesting. Oh well, the more time they spend meditating, the less time they spend trying to beat us to a pulp.
That's fair. Yeah. You have to be related to the true objective. True.
Well, the shamans didn't raise any concerns, so how bad could it be? As far as I'm concerned, so long as they don't pose an active threat, they can do all the cult worship activities they want. Besides, as soon as everything's in place and we're ready for an all-out offensive, there'll be no match for us.
Sounds like
Something tells me
morale
that's
is pretty
not going to be the
high.
case.
Guess there's strength and confidence in numbers. Let's keep going.
All right, sure. How many more guards? Couple more. Okay.
Don't worry, I'm sure they'll show up soon.
What's he saying then?
Is that Hermione?
Correct.
What brings you here? Is this like a meet and greet?
This is not a Comic Con, my guy, but okay.
I wasn't. I'm so nervous.
Hey, come on! You'd march to war without so much as blinking.
Some of the stories
about a
never
chat
results
with a
well in the end.
traveler,
You are correct with that one.
It's not the same thing at all. There are plenty of chances to go to war.
I keep hearing
but a
everyone say it, by the way, this
one-on-one
quest is
chat with our
absolutely
great
insane
hero,
from those who have already done
that
this,
could be
Benny,
a-
so I
a
think it's going to
once-in-a-lifetime
get good very
opportunity.
soon. There's only 2
How
hours
can I
flat,
not
the
be
quest length,
nervous?
so we're
What
coming
if I
up
say
on the
something
hour
wrong?
mark for
Or-
the stream,
or
so
if my posture's bad.
you know
or
what
if I
I'm saying?
accidentally
It's
make
got
a
to get
weird
good soon
expression
if
with
people
my
are saying
face.
how insane this is meant to be.
One bad impression can stick for life.
No one's here to judge you
If
on
this
your
quest
posture
is
or your
mid, by the way,
facial
I will just say it's
expressions.
mid. I'm not going to lie to you guys. Because
All
what
right,
I will
then.
say so far is Fontaine
I'm
Act 5,
sorry,
which is the
great
final
hero,
big
but
quest in
I have a
Fontaine,
small
is the best
favor
quest
to
in the game.
ask.
And then shortly behind that is the quest from the last patch, the Mondstadt Archon quest, Paralogism. That's probably the top 2 quests in the game right now for me.
Let Paimon guess. An autograph, right? That's easy.
May I challenge you to a fight?
That's
What?
crazy.
How can you be so audacious and so sheepish at the same time? Huh. Paimon's starting to think your nervousness is all just an act.
No, of course not. I just figured that if I don't ask now, I'll regret it for the rest of my life. But I am still on patrol, so please, Great Paimon, if you wouldn't mind taking over for me for just a few minutes.
Ugh. Again with the sheepish audacity. Just pick one or the other, will you?
Okay then. Well, he doesn't have a chance.
Obviously, I never expected to win, but until now, I didn't appreciate just how great the gulf was between us. I'll be bragging about the day I got to spar with Hermione for the rest of my life. Today's really my lucky day.
Well, alright then.
Paimon can't keep up with you. Your tone
Yeah,
has changed
probably
all
Xandar.
over
I think
again.
I
Now
agree
you
with
gotta
you.
spar with the Traveler. What gives?
Well, that's the thing, right? This whole first hour could have been totally cut. We could have just got to the part with the spaceship and then cut to the part with the mysterious character and then cut to the part where we eventually do get to the main event. You know what I'm saying? We could have just done that and had this be like an hour and 20 minutes.
Well,
That's one thing that the Honkai games don't do specifically well is the first half of the quest is always a bunch of random yapping that's got no relevance to the story in any capacity, and in the second half blows your mind.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, to each their own. But Paimon's
To be
still
fair
gonna
though, the
stick to
Mondstadt
conversation.
quest in the last patch was an example of the quest being interesting all the way throughout. There was no real main yapping sections, and that's why it was my second favorite quest of all time in the game.
Not at all.
Because
We haven't
it was
spotted
so
any new
unlike
enemy
anything that we're
movements.
totally used to in that game, you know what I'm saying?
As Paimon expected, nothing
Yeah.
here either.
I feel what they do
do
is
another
they
round
really
and
tried
get
to
back to the
implant
outside.
like plot points that become and like revealed later on.
You're back.
But the only thing
So, did the guards
that
find
really
anything?
feel
Nothing much.
like they're going to
no.
lead to anything is that mysterious
Someone
character from
mentioned
that
that the
small
Abyss
village
Order
and the
has been
key that
doing
we got to
some
the
kind of
spaceship. That's the only two
meditation or
factors I think
prayer,
so
but
far
Apparently
have
it seemed
been,
harmless.
you know, anything of relevance, you know.
Paimon wants to lodge a complaint about one of the guards, though. His name's Kentalo.
He wasn't a problem.
Traveler?
Oh, she's drunk again.
You're back already?
Yeah, she's drunk, I can tell.
No one thought to wake me up, huh?
In fairness, you look pretty hungover.
Yep.
Can't imagine anyone wanting to wake you up in that state.
I'll have you know I'm perfectly sober when I'm hungover.
Are you sure about that?
Okay. I'll admit that sounds strange at face value, but regardless, what I meant to say is, I heard something about the Abyss Order engaging in meditation.
Correct.
Yeah, that's right. Does it mean anything to you, Siglali?
Yeah, Benny, this character here, this Lally, is my favorite character from Natlan by far. And it's not even because she's like the funny drunk person. No, like if you played her backstory, you'd actually understand just how bad of a backstory she actually has. Let's just say that much.
I sensed
But the best
something
character
strange
personality
in
of
my
any
dream.
character in Natlan, in my opinion.
It was vague,
Even more than the
but
Archon, believe it or
it
not.
seemed as if some noise had found its way into Natlan's ley lines.
Oh, who would have guessed that one? Not like I literally said this quest was probably going to be related to Natlan's ley lines right in the first 10 minutes of the quest. Look at me getting number 79,532 prediction of the Hoyoverse games correct. Wow, who could have seen that one coming, guys?
Oh, what does that mean?
If you don't know what I mean by that, I've got a tendency in both Starville and Genshin to guess stuff that's going to happen in the quest that I'm playing like hours ahead of time, and it just ends up being correct almost every time.
Hard to say. I don't think it had any tangible effect on the Night Kingdom or on our ley lines, but still. It's like a signal that exists on a different dimension of reality.
Oh, finally!
It might
Finally
not
we're getting
interfere
to the
with
good
ours
stuff.
or pose any
This
detectable
is the
risk.
stuff we saw in the trailer.
But I
The whole
just
time
get
travel
the
and
sense
rift
that
stuff.
something strange is going on.
Oh. So even someone as familiar with the ley lines as you can't tell what's going on. No wonder the shamans at Satura called to the front lines couldn't sense anything.
Ian-san, I think we should go talk to the chiefs.
Good
There's
point.
no point dragging this out. We need to take the initiative and drive the Abyss Order out of Natlan for good.
If that's the Council of Granny Eatsley, I'm sure the chiefs will agree. But it will still take us some time to gather the required force.
Okay.
In war, adequate planning and preparation is the key to victory.
Yes, sir.
Sure, but the finer details aren't my concern. Anyway, I'll leave you to it. Just remember to come find me when you're ready to talk to the chiefs.
Cheers, Lally. I might as well ask one more question.
Oh? Sure, what is it?
Have you heard of monsters that are only visible to certain people?
Huh, you mean only select individuals can see them? Now that's a strange one. I guess they could be manifestations of a disturbed psyche? Or extreme negativity embodied in physical form? It could also be a simple case of dead monsters whose souls got stuck here somehow. Well, I say simple. Things quickly get confusing when you start looking into monster souls.
Yep.
For starters, trying to figure out which
how to do that at all.
classification system to use is a real pain in the
Ass, yeah.
All right, we get it. Granny Eatsley's learning and wisdom knows no bounds.
Radius and Lally have had more lanes than March Simp over the last 4 patches. Well, I mean, technically, Danny, every character in this quest has had more lines than March Simp over the last 4 patches because she hasn't had a single line at all. That's not really saying much, honestly.
Hey, I was just thinking out loud. You really think I was just trying to flaunt my knowledge? Anyway, the short answer is there are many potential explanations for the kind of phenomenon you describe. That said, it's not something I've ever encountered in all my years.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, if Granny Eatsley's never seen it, it might as well not exist, right?
Hey, I'm not that old.
Care to elaborate on what happened? This all sounds rather mysterious.
True. Also, the ad's about to start, so I'm going to snooze the ad break for you guys again.
Really? You had to hold her hand to see the monsters? That sounds a little contrived.
Huh? That's the part that bothers you?
Yeah, literally.
Maybe the point is more that it requires direct physical contact. Whether that be hand-holding or otherwise, but that's neither here nor there. What bothers me is, it sounds like she's convinced that your sibling,
you're not wrong.
the leader of the Abyss Order, is a savior. That really makes me question whose side this girl is on, and whether what she told you about her background is actually the truth.
True that.
Sorry if that comes across as paranoid. It's just hard not to be suspicious of everything when we're in the middle of a war.
No, that's totally fair.
Actually, Paimon feels like you make a fair point.
Whoever this girl is, she sounds like bad news.
I wonder why.
Well, you're clearly just jumping to conclusions.
You think she's some kind of weapon?
It's hard to know what to make of it. A young lady all by herself, lost in the middle of nowhere, sees monsters that no one else can, calls the leader of the Abyss Order her savior. At the very least, we should remain vigilant. Keep a close watch on her.
Sounds
My
sensible.
was a little bit slower.
On that note, we probably shouldn't have left her by herself in that cave.
Yeah.
Traveler, we still need some time to muster our forces. Maybe you could check on her if you're not busy. Just be careful.
It's settled then. Let's go check on her.
Okay. Would you about that funny interaction? Yep, you're not wrong. Also, something tells me we're gonna go back to that cave and literally, she's not gonna be there. Anybody else think that, or is that just me? I've got a feeling that's where it's going, you know? Simon got nerfed. Yeah, I know. And I saw your comment about that earlier. I just couldn't really respond to it because we're in the middle of dialogue.
I like the rain.
But yeah, no. Yeah. If anything, honestly, Paimon probably got buffed. Paimon probably got buffed because no longer do we have the OVA. All I'm going to say about that situation is if you know, you know. And if you don't know, there are ways to find out. Google.
Here we are. Deirdre will still be here, right?
No.
It's so quiet, though. Uh-oh. What if Yansan was right? Maybe she never intended to stay here at all.
Just be quiet, moving carefully. She is here.
Traveler, watch out!
Oh, sorry. I didn't know it was you. I heard a noise and I thought it was the monsters coming to get me. Did I hurt you? Oh, I'm so sorry. I wasn't thinking straight.
If I'd thought it would hurt, I would have tried to dodge, and somehow it still hurt less than I expected.
Phew. That was scary. Paimon thought we'd walked into a trap. Maybe we shouldn't have sneaked in without announcing it. Then you would have known we weren't monsters.
To be honest, I've been really on edge since you left. I just have this constant feeling that any second, the monsters are gonna come back and get me. And it's not like I can
Yeah,
run
Danny,
from
I
them.
will say,
There's also
like,
no way to
this
cook here.
NPC's design,
It's good you got back when you
honestly,
did.
is
Another hour and a
like
half and you
something out
probably
of
would've found me
Amphorius,
starved to
honestly.
death.
You know what I'm saying? And because of how like important their design is, like they've got like a very like unique design. Something tells me they're gonna be very, very important to the whole Canria lore of this game going forward. I don't just think they're just gonna be in this quest and then that's it. I think they're gonna have relevance going forward for sure. You know.
That's weirdly precise. Though, it does explain why your attack on the Traveler was so weak. Wait, if you really thought you were gonna starve or get killed by monsters, why'd you promise that you'd be okay here on your own?
True.
I just didn't want to lose face in front of my hero. She already saved my life once. That's more than enough. I just don't want to come across as a constant burden.
Huh. For someone on the brink of starvation, you're
You
pretty
sure did,
preoccupied with your image. What's the real reason?
What? That is the real reason. I'm kind of bearing my soul here, you know?
You're just being an injured civilian.
Anyway, so, could you make me some food now?
I know the best. The it only takes an hour and a half.
Oh, Paimon's getting hungry now too. Go on then. You can join us for dinner.
Probably here's where it's gonna change, right? Also, I can see Celestia. I saw Celestia in the sky up there
Whew.
before the night change.
I am so full. Thanks for saving me, again. Starvation feels like a distant memory now.
Huh. You can really pack it away, Deirdith. Guess that explains how you had the energy to make it this far.
Okay.
I tried so hard to hold back, but it looks like I still came across like a total glutton.
Paimon didn't even realize how late it is. Hey, the night sky here is really pretty.
Yeah, and it's all thanks to you both that I'm able to relax and enjoy it. I was cooped up in that cave the whole time you were gone. Now, I'm finally out. The air seems fresher, and the stars more beautiful than ever before.
You weren't in there that long.
When I was young, I used to lie on the roof of my house, gazing up at the stars.
It makes things more ominous.
And
Yeah,
often,
true. It does.
My mind would drift to this question.
True,
Is the
Lander,
starry
true.
sky actually real?
Oh, they're doing it. They're doing it. They're gonna do it. Gonna happen, isn't it? The whole thing about this fucking world being a simulation and it's not actually real. Just like Emporia says, it's gonna fucking happen. I'm telling you that right now. This is going to happen. Why bring that sentence up? Why? Why would you bring that up? As far as I know, I'm pretty sure Skirk's in this quest too, so the fact she's brought up that line makes me think Skirk's about to appear at some point. Because if anybody's seen Skirk's trailer, they know about the whole Starry Sky actually real thing. Why would she think that? Does she know about the false sky? Isn't that exactly the same terminology the people in Emporius use about the false sky, right?
But my grandma would tell me, the answer to that question doesn't really matter. Think of all the people in our village who spend their entire lives here, she'd say. To them, that little village is their whole world. And so, if it's our destiny to live beneath this sky all our lives, then whatever may or may not lie beyond, this is our world. And that sky is real to us.
Paimon kinda gets you, but also not really. Is it kind of like how journeying with the Traveler is everything to Paimon right now?
I really treasured my world. For a really long time, the village was my everything. The houses, the scenery, stories I always loved to hear about the Savior, but I could never bring myself to agree with Grandma. Even if the village was my entire world, I still had to know what lay outside its borders.
Yeah, go you!
So, I finally ventured out and set off on my journey to find the Savior. I'm going to make my world bigger, one step at a time. And I'm not gonna stop until I've seen what's beyond the stars. Maybe then, I'll finally get an answer to the question I had as a child. Who knows? Maybe one day, I'll be sitting and chatting just like we are now, but with someone from another world.
About that.
Yeah, one day. Oh, if only we could tell her. But it's probably best not to open that can of worms right now.
I need to find the Savior and protect my world. Then, I can make sure it continues to grow. That's the most worthwhile thing I could think of doing. So I've been giving it everything I've got.
You know what? It's pretty cool. Paimon kinda wants to root for you now.
Sorry. I got a little carried away. I always get chatty after a hearty meal. Just like my grandma.
The more we chat, the more convinced I am she's not a bad person. It doesn't sound like she's been brainwashed by the Abyss Order. Maybe we can afford to trust her.
Hold on. Shh. It's them. The monsters are back.
Where? Oh, still invisible, huh?
Guess we gotta try that trick again.
Can you see them now?
Yep. Sure can. Yeah, stay back on, Ellen. I think tells me something's about to be different this time, though. I'm gonna play my ad break, my 5-minute ad break. Something feels it's gonna be different.
Oh, Paimon still can't see anything. But please, be careful.
Okay. Same thing again. Same thing again. Okay.
Obey! Cryo Incarnate!
And they're all dead.
Paradigm Shift!
One monster there. Okay. I can deal with that.
Go back
The big rip time this time.
Off to the free.
Arena all getting boss going and normal attack combo this time. It is actually perfect against this thing, getting all these elemental hits off. Nice! Clean skirt, that's what I like to see.
Wow, that was fast. Did you get all of them?
I think so.
Oh, Paimon's slowly but surely getting used to the sight of you fighting thin air. You doing all right, Deirdith? Deirdith? Hey, it's okay. There's nothing to be scared of anymore.
Oh, I'm fine. I just spaced out there for a moment.
You spaced out? That's a pretty bold move under the circumstances.
I was just... the image of the Traveler fighting to protect me. I was trying to commit it to memory. Seems like the least I can do.
All right. Whatever floats your boat.
Anyway, there are no more monsters in the area, and it's getting late. Why don't you stay here tonight?
Sounds reasonable to Paimon. What do you think, Trap?
I'm pretty satisfied that Deirdith isn't a threat, but it can't hurt to monitor her for another night. This is probably all the crazy stuff about happening, isn't it?
All right. Deirdith will be... Huh? Deirdith? Why are you going in alone?
As you stare at the hibernation chamber key in your hands, you start to relax and drift into a deep sleep. Then a vivid dream fills your mind. That key's gonna get stolen, isn't it? I just get a feeling. And it's not the one we have, but the second one. And we're in the Night Kingdom all of a sudden. Yep, that makes sense. Partly. Yep, and he's right there. Okay, yep, that explains it. And that's one of the flowers from her head. Oh wait, no, it's not. It's the same flower, but it's not being picked from her head. Okay. Ether and the Lord of the Night. My head hurts. What's going on? My headache is gone. I think I hear a voice in the darkness.
Doomsday. A fitting name indeed.
Whose voice is that?
A blood-red sky.
If you know what's about to happen. This is the Archon War. The thing that was shown all the way back in 1.0 before the game even released. That big cutscene where that nation was at war and got destroyed. Yes, that's the Archon War. That's what that image depicts. Got the Ruin Guards and the Rift Hound, and the person in the bottom right has got the Canvian style clothing on. Okay, well, I can't snooze an ad break anymore, so what we're going to do in Twitch here is we're going to play the ad break and be back in about 2-3 minutes, and we're going to continue it from this point. I won't go any further, and I'll wait till we're all back, alright? I think things are about to get interesting, so I'll see you guys in a few minutes. Doing this ad break for those who are avoiding, and I'm going to quickly do the toilet as well, so give me a second, okay? Okay, so okay, and we're back. Hey, bye guys. Are we all good to go? Just double checking. Can you guys give me confirmation in chat that we're ready to go? I don't see the little ad timer thingamajig on the screen, so yeah, it doesn't say ad in progress. Ad starts in 58 minutes. Yep, okay, Benny, you're good to go. I assume Sandra and Danny are as well, so let's keep it rolling, alright? I feel like we're gonna get something very interesting. Alright, a blood-fed sky.
Wild beasts that slaughter all in sight. Endless pain. A terrible curse that cannot be reversed.
I feel with the whole theme of this quest about it being space and time related, it's going to be related to time travel. We know the Archon war happened 500 years ago. I said when I first saw the trailer for the special program like 10 days ago, I feel like we're going to go back in time and see the original Archon war during this quest. I just get the feeling that's going to happen.
And the birth of a savior.
Like I said, the whole like dialogue with Derudith, or however her name is, that's relevant to this quest. Everything about clearing out the tribes of like attacks coming to it was pointless. All we had to do was get the key, talk to Dainsleif, get the whole like story around that, and then get to this point. That's how much of the quest could have been cut off already. So yeah, I feel we're about to see the birth of our savior. I think we're about to do some time traveling. She might just had.
You're awake. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to,
She held my hand.
You just look quite distressed, like you were having a nightmare. I thought if I took your hand into mine, you might find it soothing. At least, that's what my family always did when I had nightmares, but it didn't seem to work on you. In fact, I think I made it even worse. I'm so sorry.
Oh, is that right? Huh. You better not be trying to pull a fast one on the Traveler.
What? Don't be so... I have more self-control than that.
Mad.
Self-control? What does that have to do with it?
Can't remember anything. What did I see in my dream just now? I saw Aoife in the Night Kingdom at the very start of the dream, but I can't remember what happened next. I mean, if the memory is gone, I can't force myself to remember it. I can catch up tomorrow morning.
No way is Paimon getting back to sleep after this. You go ahead. But for the rest of the night, Paimon is staying up to keep an eye on this young lady.
Oh, do I really seem that shady to you?
Apparently.
Well, Deirdith, there should be enough food for 3 days. Make sure you eat the perishable stuff first, so nothing goes to waste. You can't tell which stuff is perishable, right?
Yeah, I can tell from the ingredients. Thank you so much for making all this for me. 3 days will definitely be enough time for my ankle to heal. Then I'll continue on my journey to find the savior.
All right, then we'll be off. Bye for now, Deirdith.
See you? Wait! But if this is goodbye, how am I supposed to find you again?
You don't.
Oh, I mean, what if I find your sibling? How am I supposed to let you know?
Ah, that's a good point. We share the same goal, but we're constantly on the road, so we've got no fixed address. How about this? When the time comes, you can just write a letter to Mawika. She'll be able to find us for sure.
Why do I feel that's actually going to happen and be relevant later in the story? I don't think it's going to happen in this quest, but why do I feel like that'll happen later on at some point?
Mawika? Who's Mawika?
Okay, now that's suspicious. I think I see something over there. Two Abyss mages, yep.
It's the Abyss Order! They're here! But it doesn't look like they're marching to war. More like they're... running away?
Where? What are you talking about?
She can't see the Abyss Order. That's interesting.
A bunch of Abyss Order thugs. You don't see them? They're heading right this way.
Wait a second.
That's strange. I guess it's my turn to not be able to see the monsters.
Bread and taste method will allow you to see them.
You're right. I see them now. You weren't joking after all. So this is what it's like.
What a weird
This is
situation.
odd.
What is making these monsters invisible? Is it Deirdith? Or the monsters themselves? Or is it us? Well, might as well mow these ones down, just so they can't pose a threat to the tribes.
Alright. And they're gone. Nice.
Woohoo! All done. Their morale seems super low. Guess they really were on the run, huh?
So there's no more of them, right? I still can't wrap my mind around this. Why couldn't I see them until you took my hand?
Believe me, I'm as baffled as you are. The plot thickens. Turns out there are also monsters I can see, but Dainsleif can't.
So, any ideas on why those monsters might have been running away? Maybe something went down on the front line.
Possibly.
Oh,
Nice prototype Banker, better than Dublin. Yeah, I noticed that down there as well, yeah.
Others. Let's head back to the Masters of the Night Wind right away. We gotta go. Bye for now, Deirdith.
See ya, and please take care.
Okay. Back to the Masters of the Nightwind tribe. Sure. We're finally about to wrap this quest up, because it feels as if we're kind of stagnating here, going back and forward. How do you have to say? Please let the end of this quest be worth it.
Hey, Ansan, we're back. We ran into quite a big group from the Abyss Order just now. Has something happened at the front?
the front line has collapsed.
Huh? But how?
Did the Abyss Order send in reinforcements?
No, relax. Their front line has collapsed, not ours.
Okay. You could have said it to begin with.
Feels like you could have phrased that more clearly at the start. But this is good news, right? Why'd you still look so serious?
We unleashed the Pyro Archon's might on them.
No, we're still mustering troops. Nowhere near ready to go on the offensive.
Okay.
So at first, I was also confused about what exactly happened out there. But just now, I got the full story from a guard who was on the scene. He watched the enemy lines crumble in real time.
What did he see?
One person. Just a single individual. They stormed the enemy lines and attacked with a vengeance, cutting them down like paper dolls.
Dainsleif. Or Skirk. Wait. Cutting them down like paper dolls. Skirk. It wouldn't make sense for it to be Ether. Because he's part of the leader of the Abyss Order, so I think it's Skirk.
They wielded an unknown power and fought with a sword style that
Sword
no
style.
one I'm only recounting what I heard.
Pretty sure Skirk.
And I'm sure the
Pretty
guard
sure.
in question must be exaggerating
why
to
would-
some extent.
Why would Ether...
But still,
Why would
we have
Ether
to
attack his
identify this
own,
person.
you know, group of people he's the leader of? It's gotta be Skirk. I don't think it's Dainsleif here.
And assuming they're a neutral party, we'll need to figure out how to engage with them.
Pretty sure it's
Clearly, they're a
Skirk.
force to be reckoned with, so we don't want to come across as too weak or too hostile. It's quite a diplomatic conundrum.
You don't need to sweat it, Eon-san. From your description, we're already pretty confident that we know this person. Honestly, with the Abyss Order acting out so publicly, it's about time he showed up.
No, it's not Ether. Why would he attack he's the leader of the Abyss Order? Why would he attack his own people? It doesn't make a sense, no? Right?
Dainsleif.
Or him. Yeah, okay, right. Yeah. Well, it was gonna be one of them, wasn't it? It was gonna be one or the other. Based on the style of like the whole, like, you know, sword style that they were talking about, it sounded like Skirk's gameplay. It sounded like Skirk. Am I wrong? It did, right? It sounded like Skirk's like playthrough of the whole like cut, the whole like shing bit you went on about in the call earlier. Also, by the bad, I've said that he's gonna clip that at some point now. Why would I say that specifically? I could have said about a million other things. Why did I say that specifically? Oh no, bro! I've just sold myself there, big time.
Time to explore some new
You know what I mean? The type of quick strike style that Skirk is. That's the type of description that we just got told. Also, Dainsleif is voiceless. Fuck, he's got one of the best voices too. Well, looks like I'm doing his voice in. All right. Were you waiting for me?
It's been a while, Dane. And yeah, after we heard what went down, we figured you'd shown up. You caused quite a stir, you know. Oh, this is a friend of ours from Natlan. Her name's Eon-san. She insisted on coming here to thank you in person.
It is my honor, Mr. Dainsleif. Thank you for breaking the stalemate in our war against the Abyss Order. Natlan is fortunate to share a common enemy with such a mighty warrior as yourself.
No need to thank me. I hunt the Abyss Order for my own reasons.
Please don't mind him, Eon-san. He always talks like that, but he's a pretty nice guy deep down.
It's quite all right. Uezo Janssen respects those of great power. It's quite clear that he meant no offense, and I am still delighted to make his acquaintance. Anyway, since you're old friends, I'll leave you to catch up for now. Take your time.
Sure thing. You probably have plenty of other stuff to do
I
anyway,
just see what you
right?
put in
Since
the
this war
chat,
isn't
by the way.
exactly Over. See you later, Eon-san.
Oh, good God. Also, Benny, I think this is where we're gonna finally start getting into Kyogre now that Dainsleif's part of the thing here.
Wouldn't it have killed you to be a little more polite? She's our friend.
Yin-san, yes, I remember the name, but I will not invest more emotion than is necessary. When dealing with the citizens of the Seven, it is a matter of principle for me. First, since you helped break the stalemate, we'll let you off. We'll let you off the hook, rather.
Ugh, so stubborn. But whatever. So anyway.
Yeah, I agree,
Do you
Sander.
have any new info about the Abyss Order for us?
Dainsleif's got one of the best voices and he's not voicing his quest. And considering we only get him once a year at the moment, that is pain. Never before have I seen the Abyss Order take action at such a large scale. Taken at face value, it seems highly illogical. In a war with the Lanese, the odds are stacked firmly against him, and they surely cannot be unaware of this. The true goal must be a deeper one.
We thought so too. But it sounds like you're no closer to learning what that goal is than we are.
I've been on the case for some time, even captured and interrogated several Abyss Order members. Yet still, I am none the wiser. I can only assume they have gone to great lengths to keep their real operations a secret. I have a bad feeling about this. The Abyss Order is wasting a lot of its forces attacking Natlan, so whatever they stand to gain must hold enormous value to them.
What do you think we should do?
I don't know. Since we lack actionable intelligence for now, we might as well continue to focus on the fighting. Leave them to their secret plots. If they're so willing to sacrifice manpower for it, I intend to make that sacrifice greater and more painful than they could ever have anticipated. If we use this opportunity correctly, I believe we can eliminate the vast majority of the Abyss Order's forces. They'll never be able to mount such a large campaign ever again. That outcome is well worth our time. And the sooner we can do that, the better. That's right. The ideal scenario would be to destroy them before they can even reach that goal.
Paimon gets it. Nothing in the world can satisfy you like making mincemeat out of the Abyss Order, right?
Right.
Wow. Okay. A rare, candid response from Dane.
What about you? Any news to share from your end?
Well, actually, we found her brother's hibernation chamber key near the Collective of Plenty. He must have lost it.
All I'm going to say about the hibernation chamber key, by the way, I didn't think about it earlier, but bro, why is that shaped in the style of something you would see in a Xenoblade Chronicles game? Like, it looks exactly like something straight out of Xenoblade Chronicles 2 specifically. Almost like it's the key to the space station. Weird that, ain't it? It looks something very like it's in that game. Not that you need a key to get into the space station in Xenoblade 2, but it's got that kind of shape and color scheme that looks like it's from that kind of game, you know? Anyway, so he is here in person, unsurprisingly, given the scale of the operation.
Oh, and there's more! After finding the key, we also ran into this weird girl. She kept seeing monsters that we couldn't see, and then, this other time, we saw a load of monsters, but she couldn't. She also said she was on a journey to find the Savior. Her description of this Savior matched the Traveler pretty closely, so we figured it's probably her brother.
Except Fontaine and Inazuma. Yeah, I noticed that. That is a little bit odd, isn't it? Yeah, two of the best, literally two of the best regions, and he wasn't there. Cool, love that. He always goes to all the mid, what do you call that, regions for some reason. I don't know why. Hold on, that girl called him the Savior?
Yeah, that's right. Is something the matter, Dane?
The last time I heard that term was before the Cataclysm, and not just that, it referred to your brother then too. Who would still believe in the myth of the Savior when the Cataclysm had already taken place? It makes no sense. That term's been around even before the Cataclysm.
Wait, wasn't her brother called the Prince, though?
Yeah, true.
Where did this Savior thing come from?
Well, when he was first granted the title of Prince, the Vinster King in the entire court of Canria set about loudly proclaiming the might that he would bring to the nation. It sounded as if, with him there, all pain and suffering would be washed away and the future of Canria would be brighter than anyone could imagine. The Savior was a celebratory title, given to the prince by those who believed his rhetoric. Of course, you know how that story ended. In hindsight, the cruel irony is glaring. All that title really stood for was the Vinster King's lust for power.
Sounds like the people of Canria really believed in him.
Is that why Aether is so determined to retrieve the homeland? Because he thinks he's failed as the Canrian savior? That certainly doesn't explain everything. There must be other reasons. As for the girl you met, allow me to offer some speculation. I suspect she is descended from pure blood Canrians afflicted with the curse of immortality. They must have resettled somewhere remote, cut off from the rest of the world. That would explain how her people retained their ancient beliefs, including the myth of the golden-haired savior. And I'm just going to just throw this out because there's only one cut-off remote place that we know about in the world that isn't part of the Seven Nations, and that is Nordcry. I'm just going to throw that out and see if it lands, because that's the only remote cut-off area in the entire game that we know that actually isn't a part of any of the Seven Nations. It's its own area.
Ah, Paimon gets it now. So, a bit like Kaya, except she grew up somewhere more isolated?
Yeah, that could be a good good connection.
Still, that doesn't explain the invisible monster situation.
If you can't provide us with any more valuable intelligence, I suggest we shift our attention back to the Abyss Order.
Sure. Also, why don't you stay with us at the Masters of the Night Wind for tonight? You must be tired after all that fighting today.
I will consider it, but we must discuss our next steps first thing tomorrow morning. We can't give the Abyss Order any time to regroup. Say less. Wait until the following day, 8 to 10 a.m. Sure, we can do that, no problem. Honestly, I do feel as though a lot of things in this quiz were just, you know, yapping for the sake of yapping. We could have literally just went from the whole thing of, we found the key, we found the mysterious girl, we understand her backstory that relates to this quest, and then we come here and meet Dane after they've all been wiped out. So that feels like how much we've kind of just like we wasted. We could have just got straight to the point in my opinion, but that's just me, you know what I'm saying? And that Venster King is the one who caused the cataclysm and the destruction because Dainsleif was one that should have prevented that disaster. Yeah, that could make sense. We might get an explanation on this coming up here. Yeah. No, we can't give them that much time.
Is that Dane and Eon-san discussing strategy together? Huh. Looks like they're getting along just fine.
Okay.
Morning! What are you guys talking about?
Ah, you're here. I have some good news to share with you. We just got word from the Scions of the Canopy.
Okay.
Their intelligence has reported that they've discovered the Abyss Order's
Okay,
headquarters
here
in
we
Natlan.
go. Are you ready, guys? Shit's about to get crazy.
After their front lines dissolved, the bulk of their forces fell back to that area. It's also where
I know
central
shit's about to
command
get
is
crazy. I
located.
know what I saw in that trailer for this quest, and nothing from that trailer has occurred yet at all. So we're gonna get all that crazy shit at the end, probably, all back to back.
The location? The Cinder City.
Of course it is.
Cinder City, huh? That tracks. Seems like their kind of place. Hey, this is great! This could be our chance to crush the Abyss Order once and for all! And with any luck, maybe we'll find your brother there too!
Yep, our army is almost ready, and we've sent a message to Malwika to let her know the plan. We can't really launch an operation this big without the okay from the Archon.
ALS. I beg to differ. This is wasting time. You have the intel you need, so act on it. Every second you delay only increases the Abyss Order's auto survival.
I've already explained my reasoning, Mr. Dainsleif. I understand your concern, but an immediate strike is not on the cards for us.
Very well, then I will go there alone. Thank you for the intel, Ian-san.
You're gonna go on your own? Come on, be sensible. Just wait a tiny bit longer, and you'll have a whole army going with you.
It's all right. I support your decision, Mr. Dainsleif.
Huh? Shouldn't
you
you
be
be talking sense into him?
I admire his courage, and I believe he is strong enough to take on the Abyss Order on his own. And even if things don't go to plan, he just needs to bide his time until we arrive with reinforcements. Mr. Dainsleif, I wish you the very best of luck.
Okay. Thank you.
Looks like he's waiting for you to say something, Traveler.
Alright, fine, I'm coming.
Oh, for a second there, Paimon actually thought he was gonna brave it alone. And then he called his own bluff.
Okay. Alright, meet up with Dainsleif. I think this is where the quest will finally start getting a little interesting. You guys ready for this? Especially you, Benny, because I know you don't really know this game too much, so I think, yeah. The Cinder City being up here, yeah. I had a feeling it was related to this area, and I just had a feeling. But this bit is a little bit more cut off from the rest of Natlan, I'll say. Oh? Assault the Abyss Order Stronghold. Okay, we're just jumping straight in. Alright, go. So yeah, there may be a few animated cutscenes in here, I feel like.
Is this the place? The Abyss Order's hideout in Natlan?
All these years, the Abyss Order has managed to either stay hidden or fails to defend their position. This may be the first chance I've ever had to finally make a serious dent in their forces. Which reminds me, once the fighting starts, I can't promise I'll be able to have your back at a moment's notice. But if you run into any Abyss-powered mechanism, feel free to leave them to me. I'll take care of them when I can.
It's been so long since we fought with Dane side by side. Paimon's confident we can clear this place out long before Eon-san arrives. And if you get to meet your brother again, even better. Let's go!
Say less. In this battle, Dainsleif will show you the might of the Twilight Sword. Summon him to clear out the obstructions that bar your path. The swordsmanship Dainsleif has mastered as the Canarian court guard captain allows him to easily estimate the weaknesses in opposing elemental wards. His long war against the Abyss has made him highly cognizant of their weaknesses, allowing him to also destroy their void wards. Say less. Alright, we're ready. Finally getting some gameplay. I think we're about to really get into the meat and potatoes of the quest now. I think we're really about to get into it. So let's just take it all with these while we've got the chance. Pop. Okay, well, probably won't be able to go ahead and take this thing out unless I do, yeah, no damage whatsoever. Can I just use him? Okay, so we got rid of that, then we just do a bit of that, and he's wrecked. Jesus Christ, Kirk. Honestly, you are insane. And I love it, and I love that, you know. Alright, so we probably want to go up and use Dainsleif on this. Yep, I can see him doing his thing. Let's just do our thing while he does that. Pop, pop. Shenha, pop, skirt, and goodbye. Beat that as well. That's gonna spawn this guy, and it goes for the shield who'd already be down. Alright, good enough. Gonna back off real quick. Make sure Farina. Okay, Farina's thing is up. Pop that, pop the skill. Farina, Shenha E, ultimate. Old and old. Jesus Christ.
Different battle from the one we fought with the Archon. No one's backing down. They're fighting back with everything they have.
Seems like it. Dainsleif, do your thing. Thank you. This is all, like, honestly, Skurk's playstyle is just insane. It really is. Compared to everything else. It truly, truly is, guys. Go on. That's fine. Do normal attacks here, I would say. Just so I can activate a punch that it conducts. And he's also gone. It's just insane just how broken Skurk is, but that's what makes it fun, just how broken the character really is, you know? Well, Dainsleif, are you there? Are you doing okay? Now you're doing your thing.
Off to the freezer. Goose on the loose.
Rena, Shenna, old and old. Things get destroyed. Jesus Christ. Alright, that's gone. Yep. I think it's just literally going a straight line. I think that's all it is. Then again, Dainsleif. Arena. Oh, so that gets rid of their shield almost immediately. That's interesting. That's an interesting game mechanic I didn't think about.
Spectre that haunts us.
Interesting.
The abyss is all present.
Ice shield. Ooh, okay, that's not great for us. I don't feel my step up here though. I was hoping for not an ice shield, but it's what it is. I can have to just deal with it. Oh, so that's odd, making like the patch of Skirk released it having cryo shield. That doesn't make much sense to me. Unless can Dainsleif break through those shields? Yes, he can actually. You let them can. So I just wait for Dainsleif to become available. And he just goes ahead and uses it on him, and he just insta-kick kills them. Alright, no, that's a thing. We reached the end, but still no trace of your brother, so who's calling the shots here? Yeah, good question. That person, probably. Okay. An electro-based mage type of thing. Not a mage, but like a herald. A bit herald, that's what they're called.
Twilight Sword Dainsleif. Is this really what you want?
It is indeed. I will take every opportunity to hunt you down to the last man.
So where's the Traveler's brother then? Or is this guy supposed to be in charge here?
So, this is a hunt to you. I must say I pity you, Dainsleif. The death you dole out so readily to others is a luxury you yourself cannot enjoy. But today, that is the least of your worries. Do you realize that all your years of pursuing us are being rendered utterly meaningless, even as we speak?
Your riddles tire me. The overwhelming advantage is ours, at least for the moment. You know what that means for you. I'd like to see what makes you believe you've already won, or that you can still turn the tide of this war.
Then allow me to be frank. As far as we are concerned, our prince has already won by other means.
Okay.
And I do not merely mean this battle. No. His Highness has achieved something far greater. For today, the Abyss Order's greatest wish has finally been fulfilled.
Does that mean...
Our Highness quietly infiltrated the Night Kingdom to exploit that realm's past experience.
Leyline reconstruction. I called it. I called it. Like over an hour ago, that was going to be the case.
And then
right at the start of the quest,
the
Loom
of
of
Fate.
Yeah, there is.
To reweave the ley lines of Conrad.
Yeah, the Loom of Fate had to play a factor because of last year's quest. That makes a lot of sense, actually. I didn't even think about the Loom of Fate because it's been so long.
What? He used the Loom of Fate?
Yep.
Wait. Does this mean the attack on the Masters of the Night Wind was all a smokescreen to give him some cover?
Probably.
Oh no. This makes too much sense.
Correct. As of now,
Who's under?
our
Based on what you
homeland
said,
has
yeah,
been
that would be insane.
revived. And all of my comrades that you have slain, Dainsleif, they shall forget the struggles that have beset them these past 500 years, and begin their lives anew in a Conria restored to life.
What a load of drivel. Your policies are riddled with flaws. My ears tire of your tedium.
Right. You still need a few steps after that, such as finding a place to host the ley lines you just re-wove. Plus, if it was really so easy, Boika and the captain would have had a way easier time during the war.
I have one simple question. If Canria had indeed been revived as you claim, then where is it?
Oh, you poor fools. Clinging to delusions, even after the truth has been plainly revealed to you. Think back on the past few days. Have you truly not noticed anything amiss since the start of the war?
What do you mean by that? The only thing I can think of is that girl that like is clearly from Canria. Something to do with that. Are those things I could have missed?
I sensed something strange in my dream. It was vague, but
True. Yeah, I should say
seemed
that.
as if some noise had found its way into Natlan's ley lines.
Oh, what does that mean?
Hard to say. I don't think it had any tangible effect on the Night Kingdom or on our ley lines, but still, it's like a signal that exists on a different dimension of reality. It might not interfere with ours or pose any detectable risk, but I just get the sense that something strange is going on.
I also think I remember seeing Aether in the Night Kingdom facing the Lord of the Night. Wait, that's not all. There were other signs as well. Today's events is proof that Canria has been revived. Can't see monsters at the same time as Dainsleif. I would say maybe that one. One of the two, either the meditation or the monster thing. Okay. Meditation of the Abyss Order's followers. The Abyss Order chose to retreat from the stronghold. Honestly, I think the third option is more likely to be anything. Steven here is right, then another possibility arises. Maybe I'm in a different time and space from Dainsleif. She's Canrian like Dane suspects, and that means this revived Canria that he speaks of might actually exist, and despite hailing from that separate time and space, Dainsleif has found a way to communicate with us. Whatever may be going through your mind right now, do not trust it. I urge you not to believe his lies. The notion that Canria has been revived is preposterous. Unless I see it with my own eyes, I refuse to entertain it. There is only one thing that should demand our attention in this instant, and that is silencing this man for good. What's that? Alright, not a boss, but most of an elite fight. Say less.
Shower me with tech! My will embodied.
Of that. And immediately let's go into Scoffia. Burst that shield. And do the force playstyle. Thank you very much. Lol. Just LOL to that. He got absolutely
That
wrecked.
should be all of them, right?
He just got absolutely wrecked.
So, we've destroyed the Abyss Order's headquarters in Natlan, but somehow
Yeah, there's more of
didn't
this.
feel satisfying at all. Are you still thinking about what that guy said? You look really worried.
Iridef is the only potential lead we have. I think we should at least talk to her about all this. True. Understand, you think she might be from the revived Canaria, yes? I've said my piece. I doubt Canaria could be revived so easily, but if it will give you some peace of mind, you should talk to her and test your theory. I will stay here and do some post-battle cleanup. Perhaps there are some clues left to be found. Quick bind him. Well then. I thought your voice and attitude seemed familiar. My mistake. I should have made sure you were dead earlier. The curse of immortality has struck you too then, Hayden.
500 years on, and you still refuse to address me as master. Don't forget, Dainsleif. You may be the renowned Twilight Sword, while my arm has grown too feeble to swing a blade. But I taught you everything you know about wielding a blade.
Your arrogance and malice cost you all of my respect long ago.
Be that as it may, under the circumstances, I see no further reason for us to fight. The curse of immortality means neither of us has a way to completely destroy the other.
True. Tell me, huh? Think for yourself. I intend to kill you 100 times over. Okay. This is the part where Ian San that comes in, or do we go back?
Have you finally had enough? You weren't joking then, huh? Never, in all my worst nightmares, have I experienced anything close to the pain of 100 deaths. Surely, there's no point taking out all your hatred on me alone.
That was just for your actions in the Abyss Order. If I took into account what you did in Canaria, you'd soon find out how much darker your nightmares can become.
All right, I believe you. Still, aren't you at least a little tired now? Why don't we sit down, perhaps? Chat a little.
Nah, I'm good.
What? Not a fan of reminiscing about old times? Well, I suppose you don't have many fond memories to look back on.
Never thought you'd side with the Abyss Order, Hayden. You could have easily blamed the Prince for his betrayal. And the music starts to kick in as soon as I read that line. Okay, I see where this is going. I see where this is going. Betrayal? Well, why would he though? Is it something related to the heavenly principles, maybe? That's the only reason I can think of why he would do a betrayal. Honorable to that. What would be the real reason for his betrayal? That is going to be a plot point that we need to explore then.
Indeed. When the cataclysm first struck, everyone prayed for the Savior to deliver them, but he was nowhere to be found.
So he basically did an Avatar, the last Airbender on them. The whole when the world needed him the most, he vanished kind of thing. Okay, I see you.
Yes. We knew that the great abyssal power within him had been divided up, yet we still despaired at his choice to leave us. Still, I believe that everything he's doing now, including his regret over what happened, comes from a genuine place in his heart. And besides, Who else can we place our faith in? We are proud Conrians, are we not? I mean, we can hardly turn to the gods.
I suppose you have changed a lot over the past 500 years, otherwise I'd never expect you to forgive him. Had you been so generous during your time at the Knight Academy as my instructor in Black Serpent Blade work, I might not have come to love you so much.
Is that so?
All my good deeds were clearly in the spirit of the Academy's code of chivalry, yet I received corporal punishment for being restless and brash. And as much as it pains me to bring up his name, even my co-student, Sertology, was prosecuted for following the spirit of knighthood. He even lost limbs over it. There's little point discussing it now, of course, but all of this was your doing, wasn't it, Hayden? You wore a mask of benevolence as you viciously suppressed the next generation of knights, all to bolster your own position and reputation. Well, too cowardly to admit it.
Oh, I'm sorry, Dainsleif. I would apologize to you for those actions, truly. But the fact is...
Yeah, that's crazy, Xander. Yeah, yours. Sertology also lost their limb. I don't know if Sertology is a he or a she, by the way, so I'm just saying they at the moment. So, yeah, crazy. I wasn't expecting that. Okay.
I honestly can't remember them anymore.
Interesting.
Look at me. Look at what has become of me.
Regenerating those with the abyssal powers, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Kind of like how Skirk does. And that's probably where Skirk learned how to regenerate her own limbs, through the power that Sertology has, right?
But as for the rest,
Refer to him as a he, okay.
Spirit, emotions, personality, they have long become eroded, fragmented beyond recognition. Even if mine was a past steeped in sin or in shame I once longed to hide, I would wish to remember it. Without my history, I fear I will become another person entirely. I would like to apologize for any misdeeds that are mine. So please, tell me everything. Tell me about the Conria we once called home.
No wonder your personality struck me as different. Memories are indeed a crucial part of a person's identity. So, the Canria we once called home. Dainsleif slowly closed his eyes, countless memories of Canria flood into his mind. All the sights, memories, and feelings, everything etched into the heart and mind, are gradually brought back. Okay, cheers, game. Simply recalling everything seems to take a long, long time.
You seem to
Jesus,
remember.
didn't even give me a chance to read that.
Could you tell me more about it? About our golden age?
I'm not interested. I have neither the time nor the sympathy.
Is that so? What a pity. But this will be quite sufficient, as long as the loom of fate heard what I could not.
The loom of fate. What have you done? Tell me.
I'm afraid I owe you yet another apology, Dainsleif. You were right. I lied to you earlier. Your wits are too sharp to be fooled by me.
Yep.
The homeland hasn't yet been revived. In fact, even the ley line weaving is not yet complete.
So do we need to go ahead and stop that before any of the quests? Is that the idea?
Think of ley lines as the collection of memories concerning a given place. To reweave Conria's ley lines as they were 500 years ago, we would somehow need to retrieve almost all the memories of Conria from that age.
Makes sense.
The loom of fate cannot weave without an abundant supply of memories.
Makes sense to me.
So, we relied on everyone in the Abyss Order to provide what they could. Even though fragments are all that remain in most cases, the more we all share, the more that can be restored.
Say less. So, the loom of fate is running as we speak, and the so-called meditation you remember have been performing, its purpose was to supply the loom of memories, wasn't it?
Indeed. We a people in exile, stranded 500 years.
So that's
in the
why the whole
future.
thing with them meditating was relevant to this quest, alien quest. Okay, so that's the only part of, that's the only bit during the yapping part of the quest I will consider it being actually relevant to the quest. Okay,
A glorious
makes sense.
undertaking.
But that's still like a 10-second line that they could have just said and it skipped everything else out, you know?
What a shame it had to take this long. After 500 years, most of our memories have faded, and a world woven from broken memories shall itself be broken.
So that's when I'm supposed to come in. You look for assistance from your mole enemy who's sworn to hunt you down.
Precisely. For you possess a ring left to you by your elder brother, which continuously resets your body's condition. Of course, your memories are susceptible to erosion just like ours. But of all Conrians who remain, you are sure to remember the most. We had to obtain the memories in your mind, whatever the price. Even if it meant sacrificing our entire army as bait.
Right, so this was your true goal. To lure me here, guide me into a state of meditation and access my memories. So be it. A few of my faint memories for your entire army. That strikes me as a fair trade. I appreciate your generosity. You're gambling everything you have on the limb of fate. This could be a costly mistake for you in the long run.
Perhaps. But that is the gamble our Highness has chosen to make. And thanks to you, the loom of fate has now finished weaving the ley lines. New Conria is complete.
Bro, didn't you literally just say like 2 minutes ago that the ley lines weren't completed? And now 2 minutes later they're completed without doing any more work on the ley lines to complete them? How does that one make sense then, Chief? Okay, no, so they're completed, then they weren't completed, and now they're completed again. Logic. Anyway, enough about your beloved leader. You said you would pay any price for my memories, did you not? In that case, prepare to be slain another 100 times for your deception. I hope it was worth it. That was an ominous laugh at the end. Alright, return to the cave to investigate. Okay. Oh, we're already over here. Alright, that works. Honestly, I gotta be real, guys. Up until this point in the quest, it really feels as if this quest is being, especially compared to last year's quest, been very, very mid. I've not really felt anything from this quest at all. All this has done is really, there's been no real...
Judith! Great! She's still here!
There's been no real big moments in this quest yet. It's really just been, oh hey, here's a little bit more lore and advancements about what happened in last year's quest, but there's nothing really unique that's stuck out in this year's Dainsleif quest at all so far. I'll go and say it. If there's nothing good at the end of this quest here, this could be the weakest Dainsleif quest we've ever had. I'll say it. I'm not gonna hide what the truth is. Like, I'm not just gonna say Chris Dainsleif has got a track reputation of always having a good quest. If there's nothing decent at the end here, this will be the worst Dainsleif quest we've ever had. I would say it. Hopefully they give us something, because I saw it was in that trailer and we got none of that so far. And the shit in the trailer looked crazy, so... Oh wait, hold on. Hold up. Iridef? Iridef, are you okay? Did something happen? Can't be alright. Okay. Well then. And those tubes look familiar, don't they? They like the start of the game. That was the shot from the trailer, I'm pretty sure, actually. What is this? Could this be the Cataclysm? Is this where Dainsleif is right now? So she really is.
We're not from the same world, are we?
Nope. No, I come from your future.
Wait, but that's great. That means the world isn't going to end. In that case, tell me, what happens to Conria? what happens to my homeland?
Yeah, I knew she was from Canada.
No, wait. Don't answer that. We can only fight for our future. If the future is unknown, I still believe the Savior can turn things around.
About that.
I'll carry on looking for him, even if you're not there to protect me. Although, in a way, I've already found my Savior. It's you. You protected me, and I believe you can protect us all. You're the one who can change everything.
Agreed.
It's just too bad that we're not from the same time or place. Oh, one last thing before I forget. I know how much you want to find your brother. Surely he must be desperate to find you too. So, is there anything you can give me as a memento? Proof that we met? That way, when I do find him, I can convince him that you're also searching for him.
A memento. Ah, yes, his key, of course. Wait.
Huh? What is it?
That would have been from a different time, right? I bet you that key's from a different time. This is our future. This is our fate. Oh. Oh. This is legitimately going to affect the finale of this game, isn't it? There's two different endings here. I was not expecting them to do this. Have we ever had this happen before? Where our choice actually affects the ending here? Yeah, so the whole point is, if she's from the Canary of past, she doesn't exist currently in this current timeline, so she probably won't be able to give the key to Aether. We'll do the other end, if you do the top one, but yes, it's crazy. My thinking is, like, if this is her fate, as in, she's destined to perish, I think, is what they're trying to hint at. Because her homeland was Canria. We know from everything that just happened with Dane that Aether kind of, like, left Canria and just turned his back on Canria entirely, so... Well, it leads me to think that she will never find Aether in the timeline that she's from. Therefore, I think giving the key to her is pointless. And I think it could be a bad thing. And potentially you will never see this key again. Right? That's my thinking. If he perishes that means the key's probably gone forever, right? And it destroyed Canria. So because of that, I'm keeping the key. Frozen in time. Yeah, exactly. Aether. Gotta be Aether, right? Who else would it be? Yep, there it is. So that's what happened. Istaroth, the ruler of time. Isn't that literally... Wait. That's the third entity we know that's a ruler of something, right? You've got the ruler of death, Renovo. Then there was another ruler that came after her shortly, but I can't remember what it is off the top of my head. And now we've got Istaroth, the ruler of time. So we've got a ruler of... Wait a minute. Dan, do you remember what the title of the other ruler was? Out of curiosity? Off the top of your head. There's 3 rulers that are now in the storyline. I've got a big theory. Big theory. If the third one lines up with something as well. Do you remember what it was? So the other 2 is time and death. If that third one is related to something that I'm thinking of. This could be a huge thing. So we know we've got 3 of these ruler things, right? We got time, death, and whatever that other one was. And what also do we have in Amphorius' story right now? The core flame of death and the core flame of time. Coincidence? Everything with Amphorius lining up with Genshin at the exact same time. Coincidence? I think not. This is now like our 9th coincidence in the same year. I think these are connected more and more each patch. There's no other way that this meeting could have taken place. You knew all of this. I knew only the ending. I've always been curious about the events that led to it. When the cataclysm first began 500 years ago, I, as the Prince of Canria, was preparing to do my part, to fight back with all my might. But then this girl, Dainsleif, she found me. The irony was that even as she desperately begged me to save the world, she brought me news of you. I was stunned, and I was suspicious of her claim that you were searching for me, but then she showed me the key to your hibernation chamber. But how did she do that if I didn't give her the key? So she actually did it. But how does that make sense? I didn't give her the key. I literally refused to give her the key, right? Anyway, we've been separated ever since I awakened in Teyvat. I searched the whole planet and found no trace of you anywhere, and then she brought me the news at the worst possible moment. I was fated with an extremely difficult decision. I desperately wanted to see you again, but Canria was in equally desperate need of my help. I knew that no matter what I chose, I'd regret my decision for the rest of my days. So I steeled myself against the guilt and made my decision. I went to see you. And then, when I found you, you were still in hibernation. Even the key to the chamber was still secure on your person. You're saying 3 keys existed simultaneously in that moment? The key that she had, the key that he had, and the key that Lamine had. Yeah, that's right. But how? How can that be possible? I never gave her the key. If I had gave her the key, then this cutscene happened, then that makes sense. But the option I chose, I didn't give the key to her. There should only be 2 keys currently. Did I just activate a time paradox? That's what I feel like. I feel like I just activated a time paradox, unironically. I couldn't make sense of what I was seeing, but there was no time to think. I just grabbed you and ran. That's where we are right now, an intersection in our memories. This question has haunted me for the past 500 years. I never imagined the answer would come to me like this. My actions 500 years ago in the future set everything in motion. Are you mocking me, Istaroth? Iridir succeeded in bringing us together, but unfortunately the versions of us 500 years apart. She hoped that the Savior would rescue Canria, save the entire world, but instead the news she brought led the Savior to make the complete opposite decision. Powerful. Is that her fate? Is that how our story must end? Right. Has Canria really been revived? Not yet, but I've taken a very important step. Now the ley lines of Canria are complete. I always thought that Thayline's ley lines were locked by the heavenly principles. No more can be added, and existing ones cannot be replaced. But then I learned that Natlan's Night Kingdom appeared to be an exception to the rule, and has intrigued me ever since. And obviously we can only really go into the lore of the ley lines from the Night Kingdom after doing the Natlan main story, because we learn about that in the main Natlan story. That's why we had to do it in this order, okay? So I directed the Abyss order to feign an attack on Natlan, buying me some time to enter the Night Kingdom and negotiate with the Lord of the Night. Unfortunately, for other reasons, even the Night Kingdom cannot host any new ley lines. The most I could get was some room to carry out the weaving process. Lord of the Night did say before that she can only reconstruct Natlan's ley lines, probably for the same reason. Still, I received the Lord of the Night's permission and activated the Loom effect. Using an Intivat as the base. That is the name of the flower. Finally, we got it. Oh, Intivat. That's literally the name of the flower. You're in the world of Teyvat. Of course it is. I was able to grow a realm based on the Canria 500 years ago, superimposing it over present-day Natlan space-time. That superimposition is what allowed you and Dainsleif to cross paths. That's what I saw in my dream. Not lying about that at least, but what I don't understand is why did the Lord of the Night agree to this? After that, the new Canria was enriched with memories of the old, drawn from the Abyss Order's members and their meditation sessions. Those memories as raw materials, and the superimposed realm as a template, the Loom of Fate finally finished its work. What I now hold in my hands is the Atlas of the New World. What the fuck? So, bro's about to wipe out everything Teyvat is and just rewrite its history from the beginning. So basically, you're becoming the new Heavenly Principal, is that right? This is the product of the Limb of Fate, holding it within it the entire network of new Canria's ley lines. With this, the nation once known as Canria can rise again. One day, I will find a suitable host location for it. So basically in a year. A year or 2 years from now, basically, is what you're saying. Why is reviving Canria so important to you? Is it really just because of guilt? When I first arrived in Canria 500 years ago, my memory was completely blank. It was only after I had served as a prince for many years that I slowly began to remember everything, including you. What, your memories were erased? I know what's going on with that. Heavenly Principles, remember when he got locked in that cube at the very, very start of the game? When you pick Lumine and he gets trapped in that red cube, just like that's next to us right now, and then Lumine goes Ether or so, whatever she said as, you know? That's what that's referring to, by the way. That is 100% what that's referring to. Yeah, he lost his memories in that moment when he gets trapped in the cube. Into that red, like, corrosion cube, that's when he loses his memories, guaranteed. But recovering old memories didn't simply ease the part of my life I spent in Canria. I still see it as my second home. That's why my guilt weighs so heavily on me. But even so, that only constitutes part of my motive. More importantly, if I wish to speak with the Heavenly Principles as an equal, I will need the might of an entire world behind me. Or Rifsa. I know you always wanted to change fate, we both do, but this time, I won't let you succeed. I cannot miss a chance to reunite with you 500 years in the past, no matter what. I don't know why, but the way you're talking, it just doesn't sound like you at all. Ether, this whole thing, your plan, what does it have to do with us? All along, only ever been about us. Goodbye. We will begin anew at the end of your journey. She's probably gonna get her base, isn't she? Well, that was insane. Let me guess, gonna call off the quest now, right? Did you continue with some shit like that? Well, next year's quest is going to be fucking insane.
Everyone's been waiting for you.
Considering the Final Nations literally this upcoming year, starting September, I'm convinced Nordquite's gonna be part of Shishnia. There's no way they're gonna make us wait an entire year just for Nordquite and then the year after that Shishnia. Holy shit! I'm still not saying this quest was that good, by the way. Like it was like over an hour and a half of yapping for like 30 to 35 minutes of actual relevant stuff to the quest, but that final 5-10 minutes there was kind of insane. This was still not a good quest, but that final part really sets up for whatever next year is. Holy shit. Damn.
The Abyss Order made a full retreat before our forces even arrived on the scene. All thanks to your efforts,
Also, yes,
no doubt.
for those watchers on YouTube after the fact, I
Mr.
know
Dainsleif, of
Sanders
course.
just missed this cutscene. Don't worry, he'll see my reaction to it. You can always go back and watch the VOD, so it's fine. And also, this is going to go on YouTube, so eventually he can see my reaction to the YouTube side of things as well. So yeah, I'll get his reaction off camera later. Don't worry.
What's wrong? You look upset.
Paimon doesn't know the details either. The traveler just disappeared after taking Deirdre's hand. It was like they got sucked into another world. Paimon was looking all over for her, and then she suddenly reappeared, right back in the same spot. But looking a lot more glum.
I need some time to take everything in. Of course, it large just casually comes out.
I think I got the gist of what happened. Something to do with your brother? I spoke with the Lord of the Night in a dream just now, and learned quite a lot.
Huh? You met your brother?
We had a long talk.
And you didn't think to tell Paimon right away? Well, oh, never mind. Paimon can see that you're pretty down right now. But let's go over everything later, alright?
As soon as the stream is done here, Xander, I'll show you off camera. That was fucking insane. I want to hear your pure reaction to it off camera, so do not watch that cutscene yet. I'll go back from my VOD and you'll see my reaction at the same time you do your reaction, because you need to see that. Let's just say the entire end game of this game storyline just got set up in the space of 20 seconds. That was crazy. All I'm saying is, if it wasn't for the fact that we had missing VAs, that could have been the best cutscene in the entire game. If we had the emotion from the VAs, and I hope they do go back and add that line, and I need to see that cutscene again with the VA lines added in. If they do what they did for Starvale and added Robin's voice back in during that one quest for Sunday, if we get that cutscene voice, that is going to be one of the best cutscenes for emotional value this game has ever seen. Did that save the quest? And if you're interested in how this game's storyline is going to end, oh yeah, oh yes. I said right afterwards when you were still in the advert, this quest is still very disappointing for the standard of a Dainsleif quest. However, they've just really set up next year's quest in the space of 20-30 seconds, and they made it interesting immediately. This quest is nowhere near as interesting as the trailers made it look out to be. However, what they've really done well here is set up Cheshnaya's Dainsleif quest. But holy fuck, did bro just basically pull a Thanos on us? Let's say that much. They will make it void, I know for sure, because they've done that in the past when I did Act 5 with Natlin. Sander, do me a favor. I think these two, from what I heard, are meant to be back, not this patch, but in the next patch. If that's the case, don't do this quest right away. I would wait until the next patch. Try and wait as long as humanly possible before you're forced to do this quest to do it. Because trust me, I think that's going to hit like a truck. In a good way, by the way.
What your brother accomplished? It all but defies comprehension. I was stunned when I heard about it too. But what surprised me the most was that the Lord of the Night actually chose to allow it. The Lord of the Night did try to explain it to me, but in a word, it's complicated. During the war with the Abyss, Mawika had an argument with the captain. Mawika believed that we should fight to protect our culture and memories, while the captain believed the preservation of the ley lines should come before all else. So, the Lord of the Night was very intrigued when presented with the Loom of Fate, and informed of its ability to weave ley lines.
Okay, that's good news, Sander, at least. Yeah, that's good. I would say wait until the next patch, because from what I heard, Zach and Sarah, you know, the VAs of these two travelers are, especially Zach, put out a tweet saying they're returning to their roles, and they should be ready for the next patch, which means they should record lines for this quest, and it should be ready for the next patch, so just wait, trust me. Even just play the quest up to that part for the cutscene and then just view the cutscene. Like, get to 10 minutes before that area, do the whole thing with Dainsleif and Octanatlin, and then the bit where you transition back to the Traveler near the cave. Play from that point after the next patch.
She saw your brother's actions as a potential third option, namely to preserve an entire nation in the form of an atlas.
Yep.
Preserve a nation? You've definitely lost me now.
You're not the only one. Paimon's got no idea what's going on either.
With that in mind, the Lord of the Night gave the go-ahead once she was satisfied that the Loom of Fate wouldn't have any real effect on Natlan. However, I believe she imposed an additional condition of her own.
An additional condition? Did she ask for something in return?
No idea. She wouldn't tell me what it was.
Yeah, because it's too relevant to the story for next year, probably. Yeah, exactly.
Huh.
Oh, indeed.
Alright, well, let's not overthink this for now. We just won a war! Time for a well-earned drink to celebrate.
Nice, congrats on 36 hours on the Spiral Libus without Skirk or Malwika. That's actually very impressive. Congrats on that.
I trust the Lord of the Night unreservedly. I'm sure she only involved herself to take a problem off our hands. So it's one less thing for us to worry about. Don't you agree, Traveler? Come on, let's head back to the Collective of Plenty. Oh, Verissa should be there too. We'll treat you to a real feast.
Somewhere else I want to go first.
Huh?
Eon-san, leave her be. This might be hard to understand for an extrovert like you, but some people need alone time to recharge every once in a while.
Traveler?
Go to the cave you were previously in. Right, a national Skirk team because she is freaking broken. Yeah, literally. Where is Dainsleif? Oh, we're going the wrong way. Okay, cool. Probably ends. Yeah, I can definitely agree with where it ends. Trust me, I think I've made the right decision. No, that big decision. I think I made the right one. Let's say that much. I really don't want to say a single thing about what. No, I don't. You know how I normally tease towards stuff that happened. I don't even want to tease towards what happened until you see it for yourself. I'm not saying a damn thing until you see that cutscene yourself. By the way, it's about a medium-sized cutscene compared to all the quests in the game. It's not as long as like the Folklore and then the Nubalate, like flooding Fontaine one, but it's not like a 10-second cutscene either. It's about, I think about 45-50 seconds. That stick is still there, oddly though. Before you know it, you've fallen asleep, drowning in a myriad of thoughts. Faintly sensed what feels like someone clasping your hand. This time it sends you into a deep sleep where sweet dreams await. Yep. And with that, guys, I believe we have officially closed the chapter on Natlan. Like, Natlan now, truly, is complete. So, other than me doing the Skirk, you know, story quests off camera, and then in 5.8 it's probably going to be the summer event, you know, which will definitely play a part in next year's story, just like as in this year's story with the whole thing from the last patch's quest. Who's ready for Nordcry? Who's ready for the 6.0 expansion? Because I know I'm ready. I know I am certainly ready after seeing that. Holy, to say the least. You know? What if I just hand her the key anyway? I want to see you do that. I want to see what the difference is. After seeing that, I don't know how we are mentally stable see our sibling next time. Interesting that Skirk was not. Yeah, I thought for sure Skirk was going to be in the quest. I thought like literally the special program showed that she was going to be in this quest. But I guess, like I'm pretty sure that's the way they kind of like, you know, described it. They did bring up Certology though in the quest. I have to say now, like, okay, well, Skirt's going to show up at some point, right? No, I guess the whole thing with her lore is definitely just a story quest, which I'll do off camera, by the way. I was going to do that on camera, but it's already getting kind of late, and I've got a big day tomorrow that I need to prepare for, so there's that too. And in general, I don't really think it's something I need to do on stream. I think I just, you know, just screen share it off camera with you and have you in the call. I think you're one of the only people that even cares about me doing it anyway, you know what I'm saying? So yeah. Oh, holy shit.
The abyss.
That was crazy. I even don't know what to make of it either, you know. Next just now it'd be crazy if in Act 6 after the attack Celeste or Karen and some major thing will happen to Teyvat. Oh, trust me, yeah, something major will happen to Teyvat. Trust me on that. Oh yeah, it definitely will. You don't know the half of it, let's say that much. The Gnosis? You think the Gnosis are the power in this world? Oh boy, do you not know a single thing about this game yet? You think the Gnosis actually have power? Wait until you see that cutscene. Yep. Yeah. Let me show you off camera, okay? Alright, I'm gonna end the recording here for the YouTube people, so if you're watching something in the future, appreciate you guys for getting all the way to the end and watching our reaction to all of that. And yeah, we'll see you in another video or recording soon, I guess. Have a good one and peace.